Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Mez for Prez umbrella. Can I harass you? Dinner at Mezrec, some other fucking thing. Little toe dip today into the wonderfully and talented and ever living, never giving up Euro dance group known as Eiffel 65. Today I have Austin. Wave Austin, and then we'll switch to Corey.
I guess.
And Corey, we're going to be doing a lot of like flipping and dipping, so everybody pay attention. When someone's talking, I'm going to try to switch to them. If you guys are paying any attention, I want you to yell at your phone screen when you're watching this. Switch the person! It'll really help me. It'll really help me at the end of the day.
Switch it.
We're actually
really YouTube Premium members winning here with the.
This is yeah. This is
Yeah.
you when you can be at the recording when he's not streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, so pump up those fucking paid subscriptions, give me money. Anyways, we were listening we were supposed to be recording the other night, and Corey and I just ended up getting drunk and hanging out with Austin for 4 hours. So we were listening, we were watching a Blue Dabba Dee, because it was going to be one of the music videos I was going to end the Can I Harass You with. You all know how it ends. We smoke a bowl, we get comfy, and we roll into our surviving, striving, and thriving. But one thing that we all did not realize is how much of a discography they have in the small amount of time that they were doing things. More on the history later, we'll go into it. But also the depth at which we enjoyed only a singular album from that. I'm going to pass it off to Austin real quick, because he did say he wanted to say something as I'm going to say a preface to the video. And then we'll roll into, we're going to do is we're going to go over what album we talked about and give a sentence or even just a word for that album. And then Austin will go into his thing. So I'm going to start with Austin because he got the first album.
Mm-hmm.
A sentence.
Just one?
One, and then we'll go to Corey, and then we go back to me, and then we go to your thesis.
Okay. Oh, that's harder. We'll say, Hooks saved Jeffy J.
Okay.
Let's save Jeffy J.
Hooks saved Jeffy J.
Then we're going with that for Austin. Corey, a sentence about the album Contact! Exclamation point.
I feel like Gabri Ponte had too much say in the lyrics.
Okay. Fuck Gabri Ponte though. He's a terrible DJ. Throwing it out there because that's my entire album. I listened to Eiffel 65, the Italian album, not realizing there was the English album, and having listened to both of them, I believe that my sentence is too many cooks.
Also, I'd just like to point out that's Eiffel 65, the self-titled album, which is the last album
Italian
that they released.
And my sentence is too many cooks. Austin, we're passing it back on to you.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Eiffel 65.
Sure. Okay. So, Europop. Okay, what is Europop? Europop's a genre that's been around since the 70s.
Yes.
It spans so many different types of music. It spans disco, it spans rock and roll, it spans everything pop, but really like it's big on this thing called the Moog synthesizer, like especially in the early days. And
what is a Moog synthesizer?
It's a piece of synthesizing equipment. I actually don't know a heck of a lot about it, but it is like simplistic in nature because it was developed like really early on in the era of like disco.
Oh yeah, one of these things. Like a switchboard for mixing.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is.
And I guess I should say rudimentary, not simplistic.
Yeah.
Because that
anything but simple.
Like, I'm an expert by no means. But yeah, you had this really neat genre that had like a lot of different artists in it, like, when you go to early Europop, you're talking about like, Boney M, like ABBA, like once you get starting in the 80s, like, it changes a lot. Like really early, like Europop is like, like just, and really as Europop is a genre, when we define it, like it's a lot more like Europe than it is the UK per se.
Yeah.
And that's like that relationship changes in the 80s. You have like a lot of really interesting 80s acts like Modern Talking, that's a German band, I think. And then like you have what like we know like in the States, which is like your Duran Duran, your Flock of Seagulls, your Pet Shop Boys, stuff like that.
Pet Shop
right?
Boys, let's go.
Pet Shop Boys, which that came a lot more out of the UK scene, and that's what we got over here because like America's always been
trying to keep up with London. Yes, ever since we threw the T in, we've been trying to keep up with London.
And the reason why like it wasn't received well in London is because London was doing the punk thing at the time, right? And Euro was like, yeah. And at the end of the day, like what Europop is in a sense is like, how do you make pop in like this culture that doesn't like have like what we consider pop and like all the pop influence, which is blues. You know what I mean? Like everything modern comes out of blues, and Euro didn't have that. And even if you look at like things that the lead singer of ABBA has said, Benny Anderson, like when he's inducted in the Hall of Fame, he was talking about how they didn't have, like they had sadness, but they didn't have blues over there. And it's just really interesting because there's like all these deep influences in Europop, right?
Yeah.
And in the 90s, that sound was taken, okay? And it was just transformed. Like if you listen to like Modern Talking songs, you're like, that's a Backstreet Boys beat. Because it is. They just straight up took it. Right?
Yeah.
And so like that sound that was developed in the 80s and in Europe was changing in this like really significant way. It was becoming like a pop, like a proper like American pop. It was basically getting, brought over in that sense.
Yeah.
And I think after so much wear and tear of having that be the pop sound, like a lot of what like Europop artists did is they tried to reinvent themselves, or they tried to, the new acts that were coming along tried to have this development of sound that took a lot of like the interesting electronic and the Eurodance that was happening in the mid 90s and bring it to their sound. And it's amazing because there is this culmination, all right, in the late 90s, right? This beautiful taking that like specifically in the early like Euro like pop scene, this like really like kind of absurdist kind of lyrics. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't really matter what we're saying, it's just about the vibe of the music.
100%.
And that this new more gritty techno German sound, right? And they were trying to meld them together. And in the late 90s there was an artist that came along and made like the perfect culmination of that album. They just combined that, and a Central European band that came along, and they just combined this sound better than anyone else. And that album is Homework by Daft Punk.
You think Daft Punk is the pioneer to this flow?
Anyways, we're here to talk about an album called Europop by Eiffel 65.
I'd just like to point out one of the first two albums that I ever owned, and I feel so not insulted by that take.
The reason why I had this take is because like it's like Europop is a really special.
You texted me at like 3:30 in the morning about this. You're like, I can't sleep. Clowns will eat me.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. So I took like process-wise, like I took Europop, and I already knew a little bit about Europop, but I was like, okay, let's get in the nitty-gritty on this, and I really did over the last couple days.
Yeah.
And what I've realized is it's a lot more vast and interesting, had a lot more different sounds than you would have originally thought, and it had a lot more like care, had a lot more impact on like queer culture and stuff like that. And the thing that kept blowing my mind is I talked to Danny about it. I was like, what, like, is there a single album after 2001 that like after Blue was made that was successful Europop? Because to name yourself after an entire genre and then make an album, especially a self-titled like a first album, is fucking insane. It's insane. Okay, it's like if I've never made a bluegrass folk album, and if I put an album with me with a banjo being like folk grass blues, you'd be like, what the fuck is this idiot doing?
No, traditional folk grass roots or something.
Yeah. So
Grassroots
that's
bluegrass.
It's you in your
Sure,
backyard with a
it's
deer
just-
behind you. Like, it's just...
yeah, yeah. So especially because like if you pull up Europop, if you can pull up the album photo, I think it's one of these right here. Or it's close to
It's
it.
not. They actually
It's not
remade
that
it.
one.
They remade it.
Yeah. So it's that one right there. I mean, it is just
That's the one
like-
that you had growing up. I had
this
first
one.
there.
this
Yeah, that
one. Okay,
Yeah, I
so
had
it's
this
interesting
one.
that there are two different ones because I feel like that one's a lot better choice.
This
one's
is
insane.
this
is an insane
definitely,
choice right here.
as you said, an icon, a gay icon
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
This was for the edgy kids
Without
like
trying.
Corey and I.
Yeah.
It's for the edgy kids.
Yeah,
like
and that's
Corey.
the funny thing is it's like that
Yeah.
this was seen as this like edgy album in America, but
So
really
edgy.
like
But really,
I-
it's
yeah.
NSYNC missing a person.
no, that's the thing. Like Europop is really involved in the sound, and it's like credit to them for
click on
like
the picture.
taking this sound and like it had been done before, but it's not like
Okay.
it's
Oh man.
So,
you're
with-
not wrong.
with your preface,
yes.
we've
yes.
got a couple songs up for you. You can glance at. I know
Yes.
you've got notes.
Yes. No, I have it song by song right now.
So,
I just haven't pulled up the album. So
Breakdown kind of what the flow looked like and why the flow was maintained or discorded because of the songs that were in order in the choices.
yeah, the thing is like you're not like the thing about this is an opening song is it sets the tone for the album in a way that you're gonna hear that same sound over and over.
Yes.
Not wrong.
Do
Not
do do do
wrong.
do 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 do.
So it have no one and here's
All right,
the thing
let's
about
start.
Too Much
Let's start with
no,
the
no,
first.
I'll preface about what Too Much Heaven's about or what Jeffy J was trying to say. Jeffy J was trying to say that like money is bad.
People dependence today, and people just keep on going
straight
on.
up, like I'm sorry, but like people who like and I understand like the subtext of this, or not the subtext, but the text of it being like
The macro
okay,
text.
like people who are obsessed with money, right? People who like have too much money or always spending too much money, right? And you know it's a bad thing. It's like having too much heaven. You know, it's like that episode of like the Twilight Zone where everything's going perfect for him. Therefore, you know,
Look, you're not gonna take this
it's
as
bad. It's too much good stuff. It's bad. You can't like that. It's not from like the rich or like exploiting resources and putting people down. It's like, man, there's these people that all they got in their head is money, and if they could just understand that too much of a good thing is actually bad, like that's the perspective. And so it's not good because it doesn't address its subject matter well.
So what you're saying
From
is
a
too
writing
much
perspective.
heaven put you underground.
Yes, but the thing that we're going to see in this song that isn't a bad thing is the thing is that Jeffrey here, Jay, can do is my man can write a hook, okay, and he's going to display this talent in every single song. And for the life of me, I have so many thoughts on this, and I'll make sure to bring them up as I'm going throughout the series. But for the life of me, I cannot understand why the man just didn't stop at the fucking the chorus. Like, do the chorus, do no verses, put all that music out. I'm gonna love it. It's gonna be party anthems for days. But my man kept being like, you know, I got something to say, and then he would fucking write a verse.
Yep.
With electronic music, my thesis for electronic music as EDM is a whole umbrella because I've been a fan since I was a small child. I grew up with it. It's part of my formative character. It's about love lost, love gained, and drugs. Now that's reductive, but what most electronic artists are doing now is they're creating an absolute banger hook that draws you into the song. Like, if you go to war, then I'm going with you. Brr, brr. And then they do that. There's a couple of lyrics, but I couldn't tell you them. I know the hook to that fucking song, though. And then it breaks down to the bwomp, 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 That's all they're doing. And I'm not taking away from that. Electronic music is about the music. Like, yeah, the lyrics are important. They stick to my soul. But it's about the fucking music. And Eiffel 65, as you said, Hooks saved the day or whatever the fuck you.
Yeah, well, it's just that, you know, like honestly, like between Luck and Hooks, like the Blue made it and Move Your Body made it.
So
you
we're
know,
going to
because Blue was
they're both on this album. I got the album with both the bangers. Right?
Yeah.
The
Blue was like
memorable
the
songs.
first song that
Right.
the group made, by
Yeah.
the way. Pretty sure.
So
Yeah.
And that was the single. And the fact that it's not the first thing on the album and they put it in the first third is just really interesting to me. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like,
So we're going to listen to a little bit of Too Much of Heaven, just like the first like to set a flow, and then we're going to discuss a couple of them, and then you're going to
Right.
pick one more song where you're like, okay, this was the beat. So we're not going to listen to all of them. We're not going to inundate people with that. But
Right. The thing that I want to say too about Jeffy J here is that I'm gonna keep calling him Jeffy J.
That's Jeffy J,
never
yeah.
gonna happen.
It
Jeffy
just- it's
J.
got the
That's
flow.
my boy
It's got
Jeffy
the
J. Like, is that like, you know, especially learning about like the fact that he had done several groups, and it's, you know, a lot of artists do several groups before they get back to the place where, you know, they end up having whatever hit they have.
mhm.
But you know, it does make like the irony of Blue being the first song that they ever made, like so much, like it just takes you downhill from there, right? Like how, like to peak the first time you start a new group, you know what I mean? It's very, yeah. It's if I could give it a sports reference, it's like starting for a new like team and then you hit like 5 home runs in a row. Like, and no matter how good you are after
You
that,
will
it's
never
gonna be hard.
be better than the 5.
You will never be better than that first thing. And the problem is that like it drops off in quality quite a bit. To be kind to Jeffrey Day, to be honest, it's
You mean
like,
the album, or he falls off in general?
probably his music writing. If Blue is the first thing that he wrote, I mean, I don't know how your guys' album went, but like it's
Pretty bad.
yeah. Okay.
I have things to say about the lyrics in mind, but we'll get there.
We'll get there.
No, I mean, here's the thing. Okay, we'll get there. We're gonna
do a little bit of this.
I have so many points. Let's.
Yeah, I know. That's why we're at the first song. We're at the first song, and I want to just flow through.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Here it is.
Yep.
They were
So this
huge.
is the chorus, right? Yeah. So it's gonna be like, okay, cool. And with every Jeffrey J song, it's gonna be the same thing. You're like, okay, cool. I kind of like this.
Well, and then we repeat, and that's something to
Yeah.
note. Jeffrey
Look,
J
he pretty much does that every
really
time.
loves, like, just mantra-esque lyrics. Okay.
No, and that here's the thing. He thrives in that in this first album.
really
so I can
does, yeah.
see why he'd be like, okay, well, if people just want me to write hooks, I want to write hooks. But like, the thing is, you'll notice like just keep playing it, and what'll happen is you'll just be like, okay, I'm not. This isn't horrible, right?
Yeah.
And then we'll see.
We're only going to play a little bit more of this, but we're going to get to from the
The
hook.
legally permissible.
I think we're past that already.
We
No.
passed that. It's 4 seconds.
We're not getting monetized.
Here we go.
Money dependence.
This is like me talking to you about a
Money
topic you.
dependence.
Well, okay, but hear me out. This is the old take on the modern concept of the grind set.
No, okay, that's such a sophisticated take because it's so funny. I had the exact opposite take, Corey. My take, my take was, hey everyone, you remember when we moved to like, you know, a non-feudal peasant system and started using, I don't know, fucking currency, right? Like I know there's so many systematic horrible issues with like, you know, billionaires and taxing, exploiting the environment and all that shit. Like, trust me, I know all. You guys know me.
Yeah,
like, I
yeah.
would go on and blah, blah, blah. I'm not trying to do that. Like, I sympathize with what he's trying to do, but like,
Is this because his grandma was like, you know, in occupied Italy during the war or something? And
no,
like, it's just like
it just comes off really ham-fisted, I guess is the best way to put it. You know what I mean?
Ham-fisted
like,
is the
he had-
perfect word for Jeffrey
Yes,
J.
actually,
It's
you're
the
right.
perfect
Yeah,
word.
that's kind of it's really
It is
ham-fisted.
exactly his writing style. Ham-fisted. That could be his memoir. Ham-fisted, a Jeffrey J story,
I don't know why I didn't
or
write
Illa
that down.
Historia to Jeffrey J, or something. I don't know, but
live story to Jeffrey J.
I think what was happening was like, you get a project and you're like, okay, let me like try to be intellectual about this. But like, man, sometimes like dude's just ham-fisted and there's nothing you can do about it. Like there's just already a word that describes what he's doing.
And we're talking about
you just kind of talk around it a bunch. But
well, and how do you be intellectual about Silicon World?
yes.
Okay, we're moving. We're going to move on. Austin, let's talk about the next couple songs. We're just gonna go down the list.
Let's. I think we're just gonna go down the list here. I think what's important is like if the reason that we're just going to talk about Blue is because if we even do the chorus of Blue too well, I'm pretty sure Universal Music Group's gonna do.
No, I think a blue alien actually shows up at my fucking door and shoots me.
Yeah.
They have a separate spin-off album that's supposed to be written by the Blue Alien.
Yep.
He's his own band.
Yeah, we talked. Yeah, that was in the video today, which we'll discuss a little bit later.
Great.
Nutty to me.
His name's like Oxytol or something ridiculous. Like you're like, wait, what?
Axolotl? What?
All right, so Austin, you're on the floor.
So, yeah, I mean, here's the thing about Blue. It's great. I got no notes. Like, obviously, there was a reason it was a hit. Like, the one time that like his like rapping style like works is with this like awkward boxy synthetic that they put. You can see why it was the hit was because like he has a point, but it's like unlike like, and this is kind of his thing is like, I talked earlier about like Europop and like it having like kind of nonsensical lyrics at times, and that's what's really good. Like that's not actually like, even though you think, oh, the Blue guy, of course that's how he is. That's actually not what he's doing. Like that's never been what he does.
Yes.
He tries to make songs about things. He tries to make points in his songs.
He tries to make songs about
points about life, points about like and like it's not like this hasn't been done in tech, like electronic music or techno, like or any of that stuff. And I guess like specifically the weird thing about naming it Europop is that like Europop had gone through times before where it was nonsensical and then it was about very serious things. Like, think about Depeche Mode.
Yep.
Like, that's technically a Europop.
That comes up in one of my
very much in the Europop category, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's fair.
And they very much came of that sound and that sound that was happening in the 80s with the synth. And I think that you talk about some like really like deep and meaningful lyrics. I think in a way, Depeche Mode doesn't always do that. Like Master and Servant, obviously, it's pretty on the nose. But there's a bunch of songs that
Well, they
really
did Personal Jesus, and that's an amazing Depeche Mode song.
Meaning, enjoy the silence.
Yeah,
crazy. Like, I love Depeche Mode. I really do. It's funny. With Enjoy the Silence, like it always feels like it's the chorus, like so it's kind of like weird. When the chorus is like a little too on the nose for the song name,
and it makes you cry every time.
Name. Yeah, no, for sure. But I mean, yeah, I love Depeche Mode, and I really have a love for that period of music too. Like, I mean, like I'm not one of those people that thinks like Mad World by Gary Jules is pretentious. I think it's amazing.
It's pretentious.
And I think that really is like a turning point. If you think that song is like either pretentious or you just like don't like it's fine. Like I really love Mad World. I think it's a really beautiful song. And I think that I don't know why that for me is like the the test strip for how that like style is, but that for me is. And yeah, I mean, I think that it's hard because they named themselves after this amazing genre that had this history of having deep lyrics, and like he didn't choose a lane. You know what I mean? Like he kind of was
even there, like
nonsense, and here's my point.
For the depth that they were trying to attain, their name was randomly generated. The word Eiffel was picked from a random word generator, and 65 was a misprint.
Yeah,
they could have been called Boobly Bop 95, or like fucking Bamboozle.
Love of the alien, right?
Well, and then he has a couple songs on here that are like vaguely, like internet related. I mean, here we're gonna go like real quick. So we have Blue. So I don't need to like. In my opinion, this is a good song. And,
Jack doesn't know what this song is.
That's crazy.
No, continue.
Crazy.
No, continue.
But it's a genuinely good song. Although like I can see why it burned out really quickly. Because,
Hundreds
like,
of millions of plays.
Yeah, and then like you know just the you know I just can.
It's got big chart topper energy, right? It falls into those same sinkholes, you know.
I think it's one of those, like, there's songs that define the times. There's songs that like define themselves by the times.
Yes.
Right. If that makes sense.
Yes.
And this is a song that defined itself by the time.
The internet was existing at this point. The
internet just barely existed. Yeah.
Well, the internet as we know it. The internet as we know it.
Right.
And this is all helped along by the fact that this is 3 Italian dudes who speak English as a second language.
Yes.
And having issues with that translation.
Yeah. No, and that's clear throughout all of it too, which is like,
yes.
You know, you can't really. It's hard to write in a second language, but the guy from Phoenix does it pretty well. So
don't worry, it's not that hard. So it didn't translate well in the 3rd album, which we will talk about.
Great, good to hear. Good to hear. So we're gonna move on to "Move Your Body."
Another banger.
So I'm sorry if you clicked on this video and you're like, they're going to be talking about Blue 20. I'm sorry, we're not here to talk about Blue 27. Our opinion generally is that it's a good song.
Great song.
And it's fun. And if you listen to the rest of this discography, you'll understand why we have that opinion. So there you go.
Voice of a generation.
Move Your Body. My first take on this was the right take. I think I've swept back around to this, which is that like if you know the people who were trying to make like physical education fun in the 90s made a song because Blue was popular, it would be this song, but it was the chart topper anyways. Exactly, it's a calisthenic song. Like and like
okay, everybody, we're going up that hill and move your body, everybody.
Yeah, but like one of the like the verse, which is like the hardest thing for me in his entire discography, is like is if you want to move your mind, move your body, which is something I think I heard so many fucking times growing up doing physical education. That you're one of those smarty kids that doesn't want to walk. Well, you know, if you walk, it actually makes your mind smarter. So walk, and you're like, oh fuck. Like, and me and you, Corey, met doing exactly that activity right there, of being like, oh fuck, we gotta walk. So like, so
100%.
we relate to that, but like, yeah, no. So I guess maybe I relate to that in the wrong way. It's caused me trauma, and I hate it because of that. Moving on. Hashtag next.
Speaking of trauma.
Which is actually my favorite MTV reality TV show. If we're gonna get down to it.
Speaking of trauma.
No, Next.
Remember Next, Calvin?
Oh, Next. Okay.
Remember Next, everybody? I dislike the concept.
We can go over a couple episodes. We can figure that out.
No. I have opinions on all of them. Don't get me wrong. So you're Clown. So it's funny because Calvin, like you as somebody who listened to the album when you were young, you like thought of this as like your kind of like the song that you were like, okay, this kind of it's not maybe not so good. You know what I mean?
Well, it was a struggle I didn't understand because it's so much more emo.
I don't think Jeffy did either.
No.
Very emo.
Well, also it's such a somber change on an album that's overall I've been doing it. You know what I mean? Like all of that, like really exciting stuff, Court.
A real quick aside here, just as we're listening through and going through Eiffel 65, let's pay special attention to that sawtooth like vocoder that he used for the opening of Your Clown. I don't want to be your clown again, right? Because every time he does the one that he wants to be hard hitting, he uses that sawtooth.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah, he does.
He really does.
Yeah. He'll even, it's like his like somber synth, you know what I mean? Like he has the button on it. It's like, okay, sad button.
Yes, the sad button. Yes, that's it.
Good. And Austin, Your Clown.
Anyways, Your Clown, the 5th song, which I totally knew the whole time. Your Clown, actually song 7, I apologize. You know what? I love Your Clown so much, and I'm so excited to talk about it. I'm actually just going to move back and go ahead and talk about the 2nd song, which I knew I was going through 135. It was a really funny bit. We're going to just cut back because before Blue, there's Dub in Life, which I have one very specific thing to say about this. I'm really confused about this song. which I know is a theme, but like very specifically this thing, because like the interesting thing about Dub in Life is it is either it's either the original use of the word dub in order to mean W, meaning win. It's either the original version of that.
It can't be though. But
he's a time traveler.
Into that,
or he's using some kind of like slang word for dub that existed long ago and no longer exists now.
Well, so I think
reasonable Google, because he's like, you got to get that dub. Kind of like that's kind of what the lyrics are about. Like, and it's either about winning or it's I don't know.
I think dub references the sound that's happening because Europop is happening in the album.
See. Okay, you gotta get dub.
Or Jeffrey J is a time traveling human being.
All of these things are possible.
I had my thesis statement, and my thesis statement is, both Daft Punk is better and this album killed the genre of Europop. Is my two thesis statements on this. Which like not only did Daft Punk make an album after this, but we didn't talk about Bass Hunter at all. And we probably shouldn't.
We don't have to, actually.
We don't have to, but...
Now you're gone. I realize my love for you was strong. Now I miss you here, dubbing this live. Everybody, just keep on asking, why? It's the same goddamn song.
Yeah. No, but it really shows, like, as you do Too Much Heaven and then Dub in Life, like the sound's established. You know, like, is this guy gonna do like a kooky country song next? Like, no, it's never gonna happen. This is the sound. Get fucking used to it. So we, going to 4 because I did 3 so well. Living in a Bubble has a reggae breakdown, and I feel like that's really all I need to say about it at this point.
It does have a reggae breakdown.
That's it. It's got a reggae breakdown.
It's the best part of the song.
The interesting thing about it is, like, if I was to be like, like I obviously have talked about why I don't think like Jeffy J's themes are very well done. If you're gonna say there's a better and more like a future seeming theme that Jeffrey, jumps on here, I think it's Living in a Bubble. Obviously we have like media landscapes nowadays that are very and with algorithms. It's his best theme. It still does not make me like the song, specifically because it has a fucking reggae breakdown in the middle of like whatever the fuck this dance party. This is Eurodance. This is fucking Eurodance. I mean, it's always been Eurodance. Why did you make an album called Europop if you make fucking Eurodance? All right,
they're another race, Austin.
We have another. No, we have another song before
that you hate.
No. They are another race. They're from outer space.
Race. No, they're from outer space. Don't get me started. I have thoughts on that song too. My console. I
want to actually preface. This was one of my favorite songs. That's great. Being a Sony boy. Being a Sony boy. One of my favorite songs. Being a Sony Nintendo baby. This is one of my favorite songs. Continue.
It's really funny because I criticize him for not just being like, why don't you just do like silly like choruses and then like not take yourself too seriously, Jeffy J. I think your hooks are really good when they don't really mean anything. And then we get to like My Console, which and you're not going to disagree with me as someone who likes the song. It is a song where he basically takes like 4 like mainstream gaming titles, says them in auto-tune, and then spells PlayStation.
Yes.
PLAYSTATION. BAN. It's bananas. BANANAA.
I actually think that the same thought went into that, which is that one time he spelled out PlayStation and went, "Hey, that has a beat to it."
Yeah.
No, it's es on PlayStation. PLAYSTATION. He's on the phone.
But the thing is, you say it's bananas like it's defensible what Gwen Stefani did in the first place, which I mean it is because she's amazing, and I love No Doubt, and I have nothing against Gwen Stefani, like at all. Like I really do appreciate her, but like. The part about bananas that's really hooky is the spelling of it, but it also is like
A good
The thing about
song.
it is it's thoughtful because like the if you think of like the horns, the snare drums they use and shit like that, like it's like be banana. It gives you that kind of like high school like roll call like drum line kind of.
They didn't have
feel.
that as the music video. You're right.
But that's not PlayStation.
Nope.
Like
Nope.
No, PlayStation is
not
supposed to be something that you would listen to while you're doing a tournament of a PlayStation game.
right.
Right? And the problem with that is that the only game that he references in the damn song where that could be possible is Tekken 3.
Well, Metal Gear Solid he does reference as well.
So
Yeah, you can't fucking do a competition of people playing Metal Gear
I guess
Solid,
people weren't speedrunning it.
Corey,
right?
he stopped in the middle of a fucking concert, a thing, to pretend like he was fighting in Tekken.
Yeah.
They
he
talked
did. I
about
saw
that in the video. Once again, we'll talk about the video in a little bit. There was a great creator. I just have to look it up. I can't remember his name. We didn't get all of our information, but we just, we all watched this today kind of as a
It's
refresher.
Todd in the Shadows.
Todd in the Shadows, yes. We'll link him in the bio.
Yeah.
We all laughed at it. It was very good.
Great video.
It's a great
fantastic.
down
If you don't want to
blues
watch
song
this
that's kinda
whole
like their
epic,
career around that.
yeah,
I would highly recommend that video. Absolutely.
Yeah, Todd in the Shadows. Also, he
It's
does a
8
bunch
years
of.
old now, which makes me feel very old. So.
No, I saw that and I went, oh my god, this was made in
We're
2016.
dying.
I didn't look. I don't look when my
No,
videos are made.
It was
You guys
made
are
in
crazy.
2016, Corey. I was like, holy shit. This guy.
Europop came out in '99.
Shut up, Corey. All right, let's talk about your clown a little bit, and then we'll move on for.
Right. You called it like the original incel song.
Yeah, 100%.
It's really funny because like it really depends on whether or not the love that Jeffrey J had was requited or not. If it was,
You mean like
non-requited-
hey there, Delilah kind of situation?
Well, if he's like it's a love triangle because you're with your boyfriend and I love you. Like that's not. Like that's not okay, Jeffrey. It's not okay, bro. But like,
What's keeping that on is the question, right? Because that's, I can't assign blame without.
no, I don't
knowing
understand the relationship. The thing that I really think is interesting is that triangle doesn't really rhyme with anything, yet he threw it in there anyways. Like he was trying to make the point happen that like, no, it was a triangle. It was 3 of us. Like it just makes me feel like what are you hiding? What are you hiding?
Is he simp incel core? Is he simp incel core? Like simp incel coded? Like
well, see,
no,
all
I don't
want to
go that
from your
far,
clown is that
right?
he does not have Riz.
well, he doesn't want to live this try and go.
Try and go.
He doesn't want to live this life because
yeah, but I can't
Because he
like,
longs to carry on, Kel.
It's just the way that triangle line sat, where it was like placed. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't. It didn't.
You mean
like,
he put a shape
like,
into lyrics?
Like, yeah, the final shape.
Check out my streams, twitch.tv/Mezrec, Destiny 2.
Always be plugging, bro.
Always be
Always be plugging.
Always be plugging.
Yeah,
We're doing
so in the middle
Pantheon
of your
this week.
cloud. Like honestly, if you're gonna plug anything worse than me talking about your cloud, like you guys. If you're like in the middle of an OnlyFans video and you're like, hold up, listen, I just gotta real quick, everybody.
Can you imagine the pump here? Hold up. The pump to like, and I don't wanna live this, try and go. Can you imagine the pump to that song, bro? Your girls I mean
the one on the album's the Slowbacks, so
that's what I'm saying, bro. Like
he,
so she's wearing a sundress, no panties, it's the summer, and you're giving back shots to your clown. I feel like that girl isn't gonna stick around. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm not the guy that's gonna be there. If I'm putting on, hey, let me put on my banger album for this great sexy time.
Man, all I know is that when we finally break down and make the cover album that just the cover band that just covers all of this, if we don't call it back shots to your clown, we're just fucking up. We're
I'm saying
not
is
doing
that
it right.
Move Your Body would be decent. I'm just putting that out there.
Move your booty.
Move your booty.
Every booty. Twerk your booty. Come on, every booty.
Okay, so another race It's so like on the nose about aliens that I'm going to take it at face
Corey
value
has something to talk about this later,
because
by the way.
if Jeffrey J made this song and was like, "I'm going to solve racism," then that's just a very unserious proposal.
This ain't it. No, this ain't it. No, this is not what that song does.
So I'm gonna take it as it's about an alien race, and he does get him a little more specific on that. But
what gets me about that is that he's talking about from his perspective, it's an alien race. But if you listen to what he's saying about the alien race, it's not aliens, it's ghosts.
Yeah.
It's ghosts. It's just.
Did you mean racism is dead? Good. We fixed it. Europop, 1998.
I need to double check. I'm double checking the sort. I'm going to Genius right now, and we're gonna make sure.
The thing about Another Race that I always enjoyed is it's like at the end of the album, and you have the attention span of an 8-year-old. Yeah, you're 8 years old. You have the attention span of an 8-year-old, and I'm like, oh, the album's almost over because I loved the songs that came after, but Your Clown and Another Race was a struggle when I was listening to the whole album because you had your CD player. You know what I mean? Like kids forget we didn't have Shuffle on, and if we did have Shuffle on, we were lucky. Yeah.
I had a boombox. It was so.
So like Another Race was definitely one of those songs where I was like, oh my God, it's almost over.
Even though it's like just over.
Even though Now Is Forever is a 6-minute song.
So so real quick, just to Corey's point, and then I won't keep you any longer than the song probably already has hostage over the years. They seem to walk on air and they act pretty strange. They live around us, but you can't recognize them. We can't communicate with their one-way brain, no matter how hard you try. You just won't understand them.
They're ghosts.
Yeah. So I see what you mean about ghost, but like. What the fuck? What the fuck are you saying? Like,
so don't get me wrong. Jeffy J has an obsession with aliens.
Sure.
An absolute obsession. It goes through the music video for Blue. It goes through the fact that the alien has his own album. It goes through the fact that Another Race is literally a song about aliens, but this comes up in Contact too. He really likes aliens.
And we will
I've never heard Contact in my life, and I have no plans to listen.
Absolutely fine. Oh, there's some bangers in there, Austin. You gotta fix yourself.
We will listen to one or two. We'll listen to one or two of them a little bit.
I'll be just as shocked as everyone. So
I have some curated bits for you. It'll be great.
Number 9, The Edge.
Hopefully not about racism.
Hopefully not about
racism. Maybe. Next song, The Edge. I can see how this like U2 guitarist like would be paid. Homage in this song. I love how you guys bought that 100%.
Yeah,
sure.
That's fucking bullshit. Like, why not have this to be about the guitarist from the U2? I don't know. The U2. Have you guys seen the videos on the U2?
Yeah, it showed up on my iPod when I was like 14, and I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
So, I mean,
the funny part to me is I don't. So out of all of these songs, I can go. Too much of heaven, and I can go. I've got some lyrics from Dubbin' Life. I've got blue dubba dee dubba. I've got living in a bubble. I've got move your body every. I don't remember what the fuck The Edge sounds like off the top of my head. Like I have some clip in my head for every single song on this album, but not The Edge. I don't remember what the fuck that song is.
So essentially, it's like. I've been to the edge, you know that song, I've been on the edge of glory and I'm hanging on to the moment. That's like a way better version of what happened here. Like this is just, I've been to the edge.
Kelly Clarkson is overshadowing Eiffel 65.
Yeah, of course. Obviously. It's just if you look up the lyrics, it's just that over and over again. So
here's my question. Were they edgy?
No.
Was Eiffel 65 ever edgy?
Were they on the edge?
I don't know.
Is it talking? Is it like? Here. Is this their attempt at like talking about suicide?
Oh my god!
I feel like it is, and that's the point. Is it's like that's why this one like the problem with the songs is that like because like they went so hard with the theme of like, this is our sound, we sound like this. Like when you get to a song where it's like, it does the chorus well, it's simplistic, it's somewhat nonsensical, but it has a deep message, which is really what Jeffy goes go for. It's just totally just blended into the background at this point.
I don't know the song. Corey brings up a good point.
So many of the other ones.
So hold on,
Yeah.
I'm getting flashbacks now, and I now have a question for Austin since he did the deep dive on this one.
Yeah.
So I've been to the edge. Yes, I've been to the edge. Yeah, I've been to the edge.
And God knows.
Is it God knows? Because that's the question. What the fuck is that word? And if up, down,
well,
up, down.
And that's why, like, I literally, like, I was going through and I listened to it a bunch of times, and then I did a last listen through where I was just like, yes, no. And this one got a yes. And the reason I got a yes is because it ticked all the boxes for things I liked about what Jeffy J did. Like, the hook. The hook, he tried to have a good message. And which is something he likes to do. I'm not saying that's part of it, but that's something that means something to him with all the, I have to assume, with the way that he wrote.
It goes into his 100%. Italian album very heavily in what Jeffy J wants. So
and Contact. Contact has a lot of examples of that.
Yeah. So it's something that he wants, which I appreciate. Come with a perspective. Don't just be like, I make songs, you know what I mean? And I just think that everything else, if you're not being like Blue was a hit, you know what I mean? And you're like trying to view the album as a whole. Like this song would have been so much better probably on Contact. This song would have been the best song on Contact. You know what I mean? Like you would have been like, I'm really into that. Because it's genuinely good, but so much happens in this span that it makes it so that this song is shrunk in a way that I think that it's actually not a bad song. Which is going to be weird to say because I think it's probably the only time I'm going to say
it's one of the most. It's one of the least memorable, but banal. There we go.
But if you're looking at them like from we can only ever look at things through our lens. But my perspective of this is what I think if I was going to make Eiffel 65 a group that I liked. Yeah, this is what I would lean into, right?
And so that's it checks the boxes for what defines their style that they set up in the first three songs, right? Yeah. It's got that driving, it's got that mantra-esque lyric going on. It's repeated, it feels like thousands of times for a very short song on this album. Well, not very short, but a shortish song on this album. And it does fit that message beat that you're talking about, right? Where he wants every song to have a message. So, like, I definitely see what you're saying. It's a quintessential Europop song, right? Europop the album, not the genre, might I add.
Yeah, I mean,
it fits. It passes the vibe check. It passes the vibe check.
That's such an oversimplification of it, but I agree with Corey. No, but it's
true. I get what he's saying, right? Like this is. That's the thing. Like I think that's what we've done here. We've over intellectualized something that Jeffy J probably spent 10 minutes on.
Very true.
You mean I've spent the last 15 hours of my life listening and focusing.
This is one of those albums that sticks it. Like if you were to put an album collage of albums that you grew up on on your wall, this album would be there. I'm sure.
100%. 150. If I could get a disc plate, fucking support us.
I want
years on this fucking album, dude, or however the fuck long it is. It's over 20 years at this point. So
it's full of brainworms. That's what this is. It's brainworms that have infected me since I was 8, apparently. Calling myself out there. It's just they've had free residence in my brain.
Well, and the credit to them. That's what they're good at. They're good at earworms. But
well, what gets me is I've made a point of not listening to Europop while we were doing this, and I haven't listened to it for a while, and I still have full and complete memory of most of these songs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, it was, for American listeners, I think a very different sound. You know what I mean? Something that was we didn't get in a big way. So that it influenced a lot of people, and I don't want to shrink that at all. From that perspective, a lot of what happened here was special, but really at the end of the day, it did bring a very heavy sound, and it leaned into that, and that was the sound of it. And sometimes it was successful, and sometimes it was ham-fisted.
Yes.
It was iconic.
And the unfortunate thing is that a lot more things are ham-fisted from Jeffrey J than anything else.
That is accurate.
So...
But it is an icon. It's an icon of the era,
Yes.
Let's hit the longest song on the album.
Yeah. Now Is Forever is the longest song on the album, and it's trying to last forever because it's talking about the past and the future.
It's basically a V&V Nation song.
Yeah, it's the worst V&V Nation song that you've ever heard.
It's the worst V&V Nation.
Oh wait, no. Here's the thing. There's two things here. So, one, it's another case of like, Jeffy J hitting that fucking hook, but just not living up to it in the verse category. Is like, it's like if AI wrote V&V Nation, you know what I mean?
Fair.
Like, it really is. And I feel like a lot of the things on this, like, and maybe that's like what it's supposed to be like, and that's why Blue was so successful, is it felt like a computer wrote this song in some ways. And so, like, but the thing is, like, that doesn't work when you're talking about like monetary greed or unrequited love or hopefully not racism. Like, it doesn't work for any of those things. It works when you're talking about depression because lol, you know what I mean? But no.
Well, because what does every musician talk about?
Pretty much.
Love, lost, drugs.
This song is basically about like, hey, focus on the future, past behind you, forget about it, which is like, okay,
now is forever.
Yeah, so that's it's 5 minutes of that basically.
It's 5 minutes of that.
Do like 3 or 4 times.
They make a Now Is Forever on the album that I'm going to talk about, and it's the same thing. And I think they make one on Corey's album.
They do indeed, yeah.
They make one on Corey's album.
They really like this song, but I mean,
it's their falling action song, okay? And we're going to talk about album flow a lot with Contact because that really stood out to me. And I never really examined that with Europop, but this really does fit their falling action theme.
Well, so we've got Your Clown, Another Race. Is it like too much more upbeat? The Edge, while it is upbeat, it's still
They're all upbeat. They're all fucking upbeat.
Except Your Clown.
It's Europop.
Upbeat. Europop can be moody, but this, for the most part, is not moody. Like, Your Clown is moody, but like, it's so unserious by like his party anthem vibe. You know what I mean? It's all taken down by the party anthem vibe.
Very here for that.
You know, so yeah. Pass.
Pass is actually.
I don't like Now Is Forever. I
was a down. That was
I wanted to hit the skip button. I just didn't like it. And the problem was, The Edge I liked, and then Now Is Forever was like fine, and then that led into Silicon World, which I fucking hate it because it's so fucking bad. Like,
do we want to listen to a little bit of Silicon World?
Here's the thing. Like,
I feel like we should.
Let's hold up. Here's my problem.
Yes.
Okay, is that part of the pop transition to Europop took place in the form of Aqua's Barbie Girl,
100%.
which is a much better version of this song.
Yes.
Very much so. Okay,
this song sucks in comparison. And I don't know. There's a lot of songs I don't fucking like, but this one I really don't like. Like, I have a passion against Silicon Girl. And there was another thing that it just feels like kind of like you don't like I'm not for plastic surgery, but a lot of people get plastic surgery to be like, like affirming of a look they have.
Feel better about themselves.
Bad. And it feels like, hey, plastic surgery is bad here, guys. Like, we don't want to be doing that. Like,
you went plastic surgery with this?
I
went AI girlfriend with this.
I went plastic surgery with this.
No, it's totally
really, you too.
And here's the thing. Okay,
go ahead.
I want to point out about this is he says, because that's all I want is a silicone girl with silicone lips and silicone hair. Silicone's good for your hair.
Silicone is good for your hair.
Silicone's good for your hair. There's no two ways about that. It's not.
What is a silicone world?
So that's where I'm coming from.
It's a world obsessed with plastic surgery, in my opinion.
So
you know what
you're saying? You're saying silicone is in plastic. I'm saying silicone is in computer chips.
What?
So you're saying this is like, well, because he does talk about the internet here, but like,
yeah. So what my
interpretation being, I want a silicone girl with silicone lips and silicone hair. Sha-la-la, you're my silicone girl. We'll come into my silicone world. Like, that feels very plastic surgery. Like,
so to me, that feels like chat room girlfriend. This is my aimbot fucking girlfriend who lives in Canada. Okay. Because, like, okay, so I'm seeing silicon
with the verse, yeah, I guess, yeah.
And you're my silicon girl, as in, like, you're my computer girl. And silicon
but
lips,
you
silicon hair, as in, I can imagine those things, or you can describe them to me.
I guess just silicon lips is such like a very like visceral and like plastic surgery phrase that it like has like
The connotation.
Connotation.
The implications are there. I'm
the
agreeing.
implication feels.
I'm agreeing with both
surgery.
of you. I think it's an e-girl that is too good for you, that has plastic surgery, but loves her Pookie.
I somehow agree with that. I don't know. This is really weird. I wasn't.
I'm here for it. No, I'm here for it too. It is very weird.
All right, we're gonna lock that in for our opinion. Let's talk about the last two.
I guess about Silicon War. Wow, the perfect blending of verse and chorus from Jeffrey J, as we've been saying all along. Oh, jeez. Okay, Europop. I have a problem with the song because it's like he talks about like Europop being kind of like important, like and like being proud of Europop.
Always Europop.
Made this album that I just like really feel did a disservice to Europop, and I guess that probably is pretty hurtful. But I didn't go for it.
Like
it's pretty bad.
That was just a down immediately.
Yeah, it's just a down because here's the thing. Like part of it too is like his like it's it does hit the good chorus part as always. Europop.
You're not liking the song where it's declaring what the genre is and then doing some instrumentals of that genre.
He said like from the streets of Amsterdam to Italy or whatever. Like his viewpoint was Europop ranges from Amsterdam to Italy over and over again.
Yeah, very narrow.
Well, there was other places.
I probably would have been sitting here criticizing it if he'd been like, Jeffrey J took us around the world and was like, in Berlin, boom, 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 in Belgium, boom, boom, boom. I would have been.
We're still in Germany with both of these, aren't we?
Yeah.
You just went to Germany.
I'm pretty sure he did too.
I'm pretty sure this album happened in fucking Amsterdam. So
yeah, but that's it.
It happened in the Shroud of Turin.
Oh my god.
It's like what the like late 90s. Europop has been like this like huge thing and brought over to this American sound. Like the Backstreet Boys stole it, NSYNC stole it. Like all the pop artists, Britney had a lot of that like Europop influence. Like it's the farthest away we were ever from like classic American rock and roll being pop. And it was just like I went to Germany once. I'm sorry, that's the vibe I got.
I went to
a rave in Germany.
I went to Kissimmee, Florida one time. Yeah. The water was brown. A lot of nutrients in the water, apparently.
A lot of nutrients.
I thought that was a weird sentence for the hotel desk clerk to tell me as a child. But because I said, why is the water brown? And she goes, there's a lot of nutrients in the water. I went,
I mean, to be fair, she didn't want to tell a child, don't drink it. They have brain-eating amoeba in them.
No, that was fine, but the water was brown and it was weird. Hyperlink, one of my favorite songs. And also, if I can say before, that this is the connection to the internet. This is the Ethernet cable that wraps all of this around and stays in a bundle in a bin in your garage.
So look, personal connection on this one. I always connected this to Silicon Girl because of the way that I interpreted Silicon Girl.
But you listen to Europop in between.
You do, but Europop is a bridge. And then we're talking about your internet girlfriend, and then we're hyperlinking your heart.
I think you did theming that Jeffrey J never intended. To give yourself to sound more credit. You're like, I paid $10.95 for this. I got to get the most out.
No,
of
he paid. It was a $7.99 Austin at most.
I put in so much random fucking metaphor in this shit that was definitely not intended.
Yeah, actually, weirdly enough, out of everything here,
still $20. You're right.
Yep, around $10-$20 probably. They're really good about getting their $10.
Yeah.
Wow. My parents bought this for me.
They did.
Yeah.
Why did my mom buy this for me?
Here's the thing about Hyperlink Deep Down.
Sorry,
that if we played this song, like this is the most out of like, so like we talk about like chorus being good and verse being bad. This is the farthest two those have gotten away from each other. This is a, and here's the thing about Jeffrey J verses that I want you guys to know, okay, is that a Jeffrey J verse, if you guys don't, like, if you guys go and you listen to any song, go listen to Hyperlink Deep Down. And the reason why is because it will show you what the true depravity of a Jeffrey J verse looks like. Okay? His verses are the third worst thing to come out of Italy since modern day fascism and the remake of The Italian Job, in that order.
So what you're saying is at least it ran at 180 beats per minute?
Yeah, I mean... yeah, I know that. That's
we need
great.
to listen to a little bit of it, I think.
No, this I will be fine, because like I think I like this more than Blue as far as choruses go.
Okay.
It's also
I really do. The thing is, chorus, like Blue
words in the chorus.
Yes.
And over Blue as well.
Yes. This is the best chorus, and if you walk away from all of this not knowing anything else about Eiffel 65, it will be the hypercut between chorus and verse, and you're like, oh, this is great. I'm loving this. What the fuck? Where did I walk into? What the fuck is this? Why am I here?
Oh god, it's a Nazi bar.
Pretty much. It's the equivalent of walking into, like, you're like, oh, this looks like a tough place to get a drink. Oh god, Nazis are here. Like that. And that's not that he is a Nazi. That is like the shock factor.
Here. It's just the shock factor, yeah.
Click. Oh, come on.
Did you miss? Why are they moving at light speed, by the way?
So good. I really do like this, guys. I gotta be honest. This part I love. And then I'm like jamming in my car. I'm ready to go.
Did you listen to any of these with Danny?
This is like going grocery shopping.
So we listened to this, and I was like, "This isn't this." And she's like, "This is so good." We're just jamming, and then it's gonna come in here in a second. It's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, here we go," and not in a good way.
Oh, is this the weird internet metaphors for sex?
Yes.
What does that mean?
A hyperlink into you.
What? What?
Sexual arousal.
Here to the end.
Here to the end.
Rapey.
You don't need a modem connected to your mind.
No search engine to find you.
That is poorly.
I'm stalking this girl on the internet.
Yep. Yes.
A hyperlink to feel inside you.
So that deep down part, I feel it in my soul. I love it. It's great. It slaps.
Yep.
And then why did we have to
and then it
do
slides
all
into
the rest of this stuff?
Well, what's weird, it slides into DMs, and on top of that, the strangest part is as a young child, we were what we said, 8 or 9, Corey?
Yeah.
Because this is 1999. Yeah, we would have been 8 years old. We're bombing. Okay, which of these, have any of these songs talked about sex?
I mean, technically, you're clown, kind of.
Yeah, I would guess so.
And I would argue that Silicon World touches on sexual concepts,
but not sex.
But not on sex.
Not a hyperlink to go inside you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that line.
Yeah, I mean, really, like the thing about the hyperlink is you're right. Like it's really funny because I wanted to be like, I'm gonna take Jeffy J at his word, like he's like, good guy.
He's a good guy.
But like when you guys say it, it's pretty fucking rapey.
It just gives me a vibe like he put his dick inside the floppy drive and then started up the modem and you got
How did he fit his?
Yeah.
How did he fit his dick in? Okay.
Like old printer noises.
But I do agree with my theory on this song, which is it's the most this band and this sound and their vibe of all. Like you could like Blue is like them at their
It's
best.
a good wrap-up
If you
song for the
want
album, yeah.
if you want like the core of what Eiffel 65 is, it's this song, which is like look at me slapping in the chorus and hey, look
great,
at the
yeah, great
verse.
hooks, terrible
And then
execution.
Yeah.
a little bit of
Yeah.
a weirdly sexual, like unwantedly sexual vibe.
Yeah,
But only in this song.
This was the only song, yeah, that really hit me with that.
Well,
to be honest.
that makes the unwanted part hit just a little bit more because it's the last song. You're not gonna not finish the album, and you're just like, oh god, the guy in the locker room is just dropped his towel.
You want to say that like, hey, they didn't. You can really search people as well at a search engine, but the no search engine to find you is like, it's a pretty bad line nowadays. It's
he wants a hyperlink.
It aged specifically badly.
It aged specifically terribly here.
Yes, and you can tell he probably like, as much as other parts of this song are like kind of weird, like he probably did. You hope he didn't mean it that way, certainly.
Holy shit!
So yeah.
And this is kind of a hot take, but I mean, Italian people are like very overtly sexual in a way that comes
it's a
off
trope
that way to a lot of Americans.
It's like how the French are really
so,
weird and the Italians are sexual. That's how that works.
But, yeah, are we gonna need to break this? Is this gonna have to be a multi?
No.
Like, we're good. Okay, cool.
We're only at an hour and 10.
Oh, we're
and,
chilling.
and we took a 5-minute break, and yeah, Corey doesn't have as much written down as you and I do. It's all in his brain, which means he's going to vomit it all out on us, and we're going to pick pieces out of it.
So that's
you finish up. Yeah, finish up with Europop.
No,
what do you think?
So if you want my genuine, yeah, I mean that's how. If you want my,
let's listen to it one more time, all the way through.
Yeah. We're all here for an hour. We're just gonna be like this, Just this timestamp got really long here, really quickly. Can Premiere handle
multiplied?
No. The thoughts on the album is like, I can see why Blue was a hit, and they very specifically have a sound. I think that naming it Europop was tasteless, pretentious, and shitty. I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was really shitty, and like the more that like I sit here and I think about it, I'm like, that was really shitty that they did that, and I think it's pretentious. I'm sorry. I think like maybe your first album after a genre is horribly pretentious, and I think that there's no amount of good music that could make up for that, and that just didn't happen here. And my boy Jeffrey J could write a hook. If he just stuck to that, I would be probably talking about how the guy talking about going around the world is annoying and pretentious, and he's great. So yeah.
All right.
So yeah. So that's a great stepping off point.
We're going to switch over to Corey's face. We will see more of Corey. We'll switch back to Austin when he's got some opinions, but now we get to see Corey. I've been here the entire time. I'm the focal point. Look at me. Corey, you did the album Contact. We're going to bring that up real quick.
I did.
You did the album Contact. There's 17 more than 4-minute songs on this album.
I will say this. I listened to the American localized version of the album. So it's got a couple less songs and a couple change-outs. Okay. So let's start by talking about a couple of the songs that didn't end up in the Americanized version of the album here. One Goal features on there.
Yeah.
And I don't think One Goal fits the vibe of the album at all. One Goal, I believe, was the theme for the FIFA Championship from like 2003, something like that. And as far as I can tell, One Goal is a song about getting one goal in soccer.
Yeah.
There's some dudes playing football, and they're talking about how one goal can be the difference between everything. Okay? But also it's kind of confused because they're kind of saying that they have one goal, or we should only have one goal. But then we're confusing that with the concept of making a goal in soccer. Okay?
Yes.
Do you pick that up from like the lyrics or like the vibe of the song?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
Holy shit! It was for the UEFA Euro 2000.
There you go.
Oh my
It's
God.
very interesting. So another little preamble here. Contact came out in, what is it, May?
2001. Oh, July 24th.
July 24th. And one of the first things when we were talking about this concept that I brought up was that it's really weird that this came out like right before 9/11, like a couple months. And it's just one thing that I was kind of thinking of when you were talking about Europop is it's weirdly innocent in that sense. Like, we all, at least us three, have a very, there's a big vibe that goes along with this was this national disaster. Everyone knows where they were when they were when 9/11 happened. And like, it really colored our view of a lot of different things. And I just like to point out that the vibe here just feels really weird coming right before something so serious, right? And so, especially so with the first song on the album here, Lucky in My Life, which is one of my least favorite songs on the album. I think it was a horrible opening song, but I just want to, when we're talking about Contact, first off, I think Contact could be a lot of things, but I think it's a reference to like First Contact, like Contact with Aliens, which ties into what I was talking about with like, he's really obsessed with aliens. And then second off, there's, from what I could tell, there's like a storyline happening in between all the songs here, which is something that I never thought about.
Was there a storyline in Europop, Austin?
I don't think there was. Like, was there a connection? Was there a flow on the album that led you to think that maybe there's like a character experiencing something? No? Okay.
There was no growth. Nobody learned anything. We're all just happy to be here.
So, this album, I don't think there's any growth in this album, but I think that it's definitely one person experiencing things like in order.
Like, you think sequentially things are occurring to me?
Yeah. So our first 3 or 4 songs here, depending on how you read it, 3 or 2 songs, I guess, depending on how you read it, is the preamble to the album. So we start with Lucky in My Life, which it's just kind of annoying. Because he's singing about, I've been lucky in my life. I've been lucky in my life. I know I've been lucky in my life. I've been lucky, and I thank you for this light, oh good Lord. And that is very interesting because Jeffy J starts to get a little bit Christian here. And that's also weird in an album that I think is named after First Contact with Aliens. Okay? I'm just putting that out there.
So is this your Christians don't believe in aliens moment, Corey?
No,
like you can't be Christian and an alien believer
Jesus
at the same
Christ.
time?
No, the really interesting Christians believe in aliens at the same time.
I guess it's true, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
So, we repeat, I've been lucky in my life, that chorus, 3 times before we get to a verse. And that is emblematic of this whole album. Like, I was talking about how the lyrics are kind of mantra-esque. Like, it sounds like something that you repeat to yourself. It's like the litany against fear from Dune, right?
Yeah.
It's something that it just plays in your head and it emboldens you, or in this case, it's you, like, maybe it's an affirmation, right? I've been lucky in my life. I thank you, Lord. And then we get to the verse, which is, got my family, and I've got all my friends. I've been lucky in my life, and I got no money, but there's no need to give up. I've been lucky in my life. Oh, good Lord. Then we go through 3 more choruses before we get to the same verse again. This song drove me nuts.
He's probably Catholic.
It felt
I'm
very
guessing.
long.
Just guessing.
I mean,
he's probably Catholic. He's Italy. So.
I mean, it's Italy, right? I
Yeah,
don't know.
I'm just spitballing here.
The Italian nation.
Does that make me biased that I think that there's a fair amount of Italians who are Catholics.
If you're not Catholic and Italian, I feel like you were raised incorrectly, right? Did they like boof it? Like,
wow,
I don't know.
Well,
like
so-
that is the opinion of Calvin
Now,
Calvin alone.
It is interesting to me that you bring up Catholicism, though, because the vibe that I immediately got was, oh, he's talking about God in the first song on the album? Oh, good Lord. I'm thanking the Lord, right? And I'm thinking to myself, okay, maybe this is sort of the Catholic view. Like, then we get into New Life. Okay.
did he get dunked?
New Life is, again, not my favorite song. I feel like it's a little bit more listenable than Lucky in My Life, but it's on that same vibe. I've been lucky in my life, thank God. And then we get into Baby, I Need a Miracle. I'm searching to find a way into a new life, and I'm moving. Out of the chances that I gave up, I can discover new life. Baby, it's an emergency. I'm saying I'm only trying to survive. Vibe I'm getting is immediately that he just got into the Jehovah's Witnesses. Like, we're looking at some Seventh-day Adventists.
And we haven't even gotten to the aliens yet, but technically.
No, but, so hear me out. It's getting culty. Okay?
You think
like,
Contact has cult vibes?
A little bit. I got a little bit of Scientology out of this. We got aliens and Christian stuff.
Jodie Foster got a faraway look in that movie. There's something weird going on, you know what I'm saying?
Well, and the other part is, so we went from I feel lucky in my life to it's an emergency. Please help me, baby. It's an emergency. I need to try to survive.
And these are two songs in between each other. Or one song.
That's back to back.
Oh, that's back to back. Oh my God.
No, that's back to back. I feel lucky in my life. Thank you, God, to, oh God, it's an emergency. I need a new life. And when you see a new life, I'm getting that vibe, right? Like, oh, we're making some very interesting changes here, right? And again, very mantra-esque. There is just too many lyrics.
I think it's probably a symptom, though, somewhat in a lot of that of what happened in Europop, and probably criticism for people like me. They were like, "You suck at writing verses, Jeffrey. Go write hooks. It's what you're good at." So then he wrote a bunch of hooks on this album.
And what we ended up with like was two different choruses.
Yeah,
we ended up with the chorus, and then the lyric chorus.
Yeah,
and the really interesting part to me, I went through this, really looking to like pick apart the lyrics. I made a point of like reading through as we're listening to the songs, because I've never listened to these before. I've never heard this before. So like, I'll make an effort, right? And so now we've gone into like, it's feeling a little culty. And then it goes on the European version from that into football. So that kind of makes some sense. But in the American,
you remember God? Remember football?
I remember. So then we get into the King of Lullaby. And, you know, we were talking earlier about how, like, there's some translation stuff. And what I'm getting from the King of Lullaby is, like, the King of Dreaming, the Sandman, a vibe here where, if again, we're examining the lyrics here, I feel like we had a call to action with new life, right? We had, it's an emergency. I need a miracle. I need a new life. I found a new life. Here's my new life, right? And then now that we're in the new life,
wait, so we're lucky.
So we're lucky, and then we go from lucky into needing. It's an emergency. I need to find the new life, and now we're talking to the God of Dreams.
Okay, continue.
Okay, so let me pull the lyrics.
Oh, I feel like
continue. The King of Dreams. All right, yeah, I understand what you're saying. But
here's the first.
He's got a conclusion.
Lyric.
Okay.
Here's the first lyric: Dreams, truth or belief. I see a man sleep on the street with golden clothes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I run, standing still. I hear a melody as it fades in the dream. You, King of Lullaby, a dream inside my mind. King of nothing, but you give a smile. You, King of Lullaby, the world is yours at night. King of magic, but in the end, the King of Lullaby.
The fuck is he talking about?
There's another lyric in here that really like it drove this home for me. Oh, where is it? Oh, maybe I'm thinking of a different song on the album. But again, inside my dreams, I speak a language that I've never known before. I can float on air as the sweet melody is opening the door. So we're using music to communicate with the new god from the cult that he just joined.
Are you telling me that Zaza got you speaking Esperanto?
That Zaza
Yes.
got me speaking Esperanto.
Yeah.
I'm him.
Max.
I've always been him. Okay, and then
People must have amnesia
because
because they forgot I'm him. I'm sorry. Okay.
We're gonna go into the first fucking banger of this album.
Should we listen to a little bit of this one?
Please listen to I DJ with the Fire.
Yeah.
So now we're in the dream. We just entreated the god of dreaming to show us our new life, okay? And this is the first trippiest fucking thing. This is the power fantasy dream that happens as soon as you fall asleep, okay?
What's up, us on the phone?
Please listen to I DJ with the Fire. Things at least 5 other humans have said.
No one has ever heard this song.
Maybe.
Actually, let's see how many click.
I actually haven't watched the video for this, so I'm excited.
3 million views. Holy fucking shit.
My God.
Okay.
What was that look? What are all of these looks?
It's still very much Eiffel 65. I'm not confused who I'm listening to.
Nope.
Well, and again, here's our rising action. Okay.
Why did he look afraid? He
Yes.
was afraid.
And we're listening to that hard sawtooth. This is supposed to be the impactful song, okay? This is where the album really starts to hit.
We're in the dream, though.
Why are they on fire and wet at the same time?
Does he have a verse?
There is, but it's very deep in here.
All right, you're gonna read us the verse, because
Let's see here.
I
If I can
DJ
find it.
move, I rock 'em with the fire. I DJ move, I rock 'em with the fire.
I go to sleep when it is morning. I live my life like a vampire, sucking music. I send a message when I DJ. I touch my people with vibrations from my 2 turntables. I go to party with the fire. It makes me know how I feel. That's the deal, buddy. You see the walls around me. Come on, let's raise the roof. And so I'm spinning my best records tonight for you. That is the only lyric. The rest of it is, rock ya, watch your body move. I DJ with the fire, watch your body move. DJ with the fire. Like, again,
like
power fantasy dream. It's a mantra, it's an affirmation. I DJ with the fire, okay?
I like it.
The King of Dreams has granted him his wish. Okay? The King of Lullaby is up in
there
here.
is not a
and now we
theme
are-
to this fucking album.
We are fully inside of the dream, okay? We move out of DJ with the Fire into Crazy, okay? Crazy is very hard to look up. There's a lot of songs called Crazy out there.
You'd be surprised.
You would. You really would. Oh yeah. So looking through the lyrics here, I got Patsy Cline, Gnarls Barkley, more Patsy Cline. Oh, Burden. Very good. Yes. Because I looked up fucking Eiffel 65 fucking Crazy.
You gotta put up the lyrics.
I know. I gotta type in Eiffel 65, Cal. That's the problem. That's the one. Okay, I'm going crazy. The colors I breathe are the colors I need.
What?
The people I see are just people like me, yeah.
What?
I'm
Because
lost.
the things that I see are not chosen by me. They're chosen by the King of
The things that
Lullaby.
I see are the things on TV coming back to me. What is
What the
The
fuck?
King
is
of
this?
Dreams is providing him things to see, which are the things that he needs and needs to breathe. Okay, he, as in this moment where he is finding his new life and he has thrown himself upon the mercy of the King of Lullaby. He first had the power fantasy, and then now is realizing that the power fantasy was generated by this true otherworldly being, who, might I add, we might think of as the god of dreaming, but might maybe just be a fucking alien. Okay. And that alien is providing him with a new view on reality, okay?
Holy fucking shit.
Can we listen to a little bit of this? I just need to listen to
Crazy?
The part where it goes between the lyric and the verse, because the chorus is in a different sawtooth, and I just need the difference between are the things on TV coming back to me and I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. The colors are going crazy. That's the chorus voice. And we're in the downtone upbeat, you know, like. The colors are red. And that's very Eiffel 65. The people I say are just people like me.
What?
All right, bring it down to the chorus now. We got another verse there. A little more. Here we go.
What is this, an Owl City song?
Yes, it is an Owl City song, Cal. That's what this is. Oh, I forgot there's a pretty long bridge in between this and the chorus, but that's okay.
You would... What is this
And
happening?
tell me this isn't a fucking earworm. And a little bit of an atonality there. I'm just saying.
He's good at writing hooks.
He is good at writing hooks. Well, and what gets me is that he's not trying to write a traditional Western musical statement, because that would end on a resolution, and the end of the chorus doesn't resolve. And I'm going crazy.
What is the thing happening?
You're good. We can. That's
Okay.
all you needed to
That
hear.
was the thing. Okay, I was...
Something
Just
about this song.
That juxtaposition there.
Can I just say a quick snippet?
Please.
Something about that song reminded me of something that I was talking with Danny with. We were coming back in the car, and this was actually a point that she brought up, which is that every single song in Eiffel 65's entire discography sounds like something that you would hear being played through the elevator at Megatu.
Oh my god. Yeah, not wrong.
Or like, or a Kia commercial.
It's just evil fashion villain elevator music.
Yeah, very much so. I would not have been surprised to hear some of these in fucking The Devil Wears Prada.
And this isn't me being like, oh, that's how techno sounds. Like, no, very specifically this brand of whatever Eiffel 65 did made it sound like villain elevator music.
All right, Far Away,
I
Court.
definitely agree with that. Okay, Far Away. We're still in the dream here. And this one, again, just a thumbs down for me. I did not like this song.
Okay.
Not something. It wasn't like atonal or anything like that, but it didn't. I don't like the message, right? And Jeffy J's very much about that message.
Yes.
And if I'm not on board for the message, I'm not really on board for the song.
Well, if you separate separate the words far and away, you get a Nickelback song. So really.
Yeah, actually, that's the lyrics that came up first when I clicked the button that said lyrics under Eiffel 65 Far
So
Away.
far away, far too long. There's a firefighter. She's not sure if he's gonna get back home. It's okay, the music video's fine. He gets back home.
Are we listening to
Far
Nickelback or Creed right
away.
Creedleback.
now? Creedleback.
Nickel Creek.
Okay.
It's where you learn about making music. It's the Creedleback Ranch.
The Creedleback Ranch.
That's our reality TV show we're gonna make.
God, yes.
It's gonna
Absolutely.
It's gonna be people who know nothing about music getting musicians
learning to play
together.
guitar to impress chicks
Yep.
at a ranch.
Anyways,
That's the brand of the show. The first challenge is, can you learn Wonderwall? And whether or not they learn Wonderwall, they move on to the next round.
Yeah, next round is just, hey there, Delilah. So we're still in the dream in this one, but we're starting to lose touch, okay? Like that's where I felt like this was going. We'll read some of the lyrics here. Because when I'm far away, I float away. I try and try again. Nothing brings me back on Earth. I'm leaving far away. And so what I'm getting.
What is this addiction to alcohol? What the hell is like?
Well, so I'm still reading this with the interpretation of like we're in the dream realm right now. Okay. We've lost touch with reality, and we're leaving far away.
We're still dreaming.
We're on a journey. Yeah, we're still dreaming, and like the other ones were grounded. A power fantasy is a very grounded dream. That's something everyone can relate to, right? And then we're talking about I'm going crazy and everything feels crazy. We're in REM sleep, right? We're in a really intense dream. People relate to that. Far away is like, okay, we've gone into the dream realm of Kadath, okay? We've gone to an H.P. Lovecraft story here. Yeah. Is what's happening. Okay. I'm leaving. My mind's gone away. I'm trying to see if there's an actual lyric here. Not really. and gone again is, by the way, something that really irritated me in this, because that came up a couple of times. And it's kind of a nothing song. It's like a bridge into the next song.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a point, which means that I feel like Jeffy J probably wasn't very happy with this. Which is, again, what I'm saying with, I feel like Gabri Ponte definitely had.
Is the beat good?
No.
Ponte wrote some good beats.
He did.
I'm not sure if this is one.
Yeah.
I feel like they had an argument with this song. You know what I mean? Like, there's a couple of them where
you feel like this was a Maurizio decision?
Yeah, this could have been a Maurizio decision.
There's big Maurizio energy coming in, kicking down the door.
So that's what I've got to say about Far Away. And I feel like it does do the point of being a bridge into the more outlandish part of the dream, or at least into the we're far away from home idea, right?
With it was supposed to be one song, but it was too long, so they made it two.
No, it's definitely two separate ideas.
Okay.
Far Away is kind of sad, right? It's melancholy.
Yeah.
Right? And then we go into I Don't Want to Lose. Please play the beginning of I Don't Want to Lose, Cal.
All right.
Space, house of black, house of light, house of noise you never heard. Fellow vacuum and crowded of shadows.
All right, pause.
Am I having a stroke?
So, strong hook, right? I feel like the problem was that he was trying to get both of the ideas from Far Away and Space into the same song. And Gabri Ponte was like, nope, we're doing a throwaway so that you can introduce the song that you wanted to make.
That's fair.
Right. Like a watch with no time, like a book without an end, an equation and thousand solutions. There's another line in here. Let's see here. Just remember an equation and a thousand solutions.
Okay.
That's going to come up later in this album,
okay.
right? So we've gone far away now. We've gone far away, and now we're in space.
We're in space in the dream.
So far away that we're in the atmosphere, right? We've gone past the limits of human consciousness.
Yes.
Okay. I recommend I Don't Want to Lose. It's an interesting ride. That one's a thumbs up from me. Let's move up to morning time, because take a guess where I think that morning time is going.
Is it a boner reference?
No, it's the end of the dream.
I also got
It's morning time.
boner reference, so
Thank
you're not
you.
wrong.
High five, Austin.
I got
God.
big boner reference energy. Appreciate.
Continue, Corey.
Yeah, we got some BDE up in here.
BD.
In the middle of the album of the fucking, oh my God, continue.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, so we're going into morning time here. Hold on. Zach Bryan morning time, the Brothers Comatose morning time. Damn, how are they the somehow end of the list?
Because
of so
I feel
many of
like
these?
in Italian, these names were all unique, and then they had to change them into English, which is my
I don't
problem.
think these came out Italian. I think they came out English, Cal.
No,
which
because
is all the more confusing.
They made 2 albums for the third one, which I just found out, which we will talk about. Yeah, we're only, yeah. Oh my God, I'm so mad. It's morning time. Morning time.
Okay, so we've gone through the dream arc. The King of Lullaby has sent us through worlds, and now we're like in the galaxy, and now it's morning time. Okay. I sit and watch the sun arise, and everything seems so different now than it was just before. Dawning sun, as you go down, my soul will run. I feel it all slip away, slip out of my hands. So we've woken up, okay? And there's a feeling of loss because we're no longer in this magical dreamscape,
Yes.
right? We've been given a gift by either a god or some alien eldritch like Lovecraftian consciousness from out in the great beyond that has drawn us through these normal human things and out into the non-understandable field of space,
Like a spaceship.
Right? And now it's all starting to slip away. I sit here looking all around, and everything seems so colorful, and life's a miracle. Dawning sun, I hear you in the wind, your sweet hum, but I feel it all slip away, slip out of my hands. Let's see, is this the one where I had that lyric?
You know, a lot of this kind of feels like Jeffy J knows that like he was going to be a one-hit wonder with Blue, and he like his whole career built up to this, and a lot of this is him being like, oh, like I can feel like that fame slipping away that I had for that moment. You know what I mean? Like I see a lot of that too in a lot of these lyrics.
Especially with Blue was really like a tipping point in the U.S. But the thing that we have to remember is they had a number of chart toppers in Europe. Blue was not the only one. They were not a one-hit wonder. Like they're still touring. They broke up for 10 years, got not 8 years, got back together, and have just been touring since like 2012. And what really gets me about this, it ties back to New Life, right? Baby, I need a miracle. And then here, life is a miracle. So we've been shown that we're in with the in crowd, right? We were lucky, and then we realized that it was an emergency and we needed a miracle, and we entreated the god of fucking dreams to grant us a miracle. And then here is where we realized that our wish came true. The god of dreams gave us the miracle that we wanted. Okay.
I thought you got the shit album.
I think, Cal, that you got the shit album.
I think you got the shit album. Yeah, Calvin, I agree. I think that you got the shit album.
I'm just saying, we've got arcs. We've got arcs
here. It's interesting, yeah. I mean, I think a lot. I think if I had given Jeffrey J notes, just reading some of this through, I think that he maybe responded to some of those notes in a positive way. I think in this album.
Mm-hmm. I think so too.
Did you snail mail him as an 8-year-old?
I did.
I think your album's a little contrived.
No, you want contrived. We're
like
not there
crayons. Yet. Like it's like me, like Austin A. Like
AWSTON.
Pretentious. Like P is backwards twice.
Yeah, pretentious.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Pretentious.
Pretentious.
All right. Morning time. We're back. We're out of the dream. We've sobered up from our acid hit.
Absolutely.
Life like
thunder. So then
thunder.
we go from morning time. We realize that we've had the miracle that we needed, and we're going into life like thunder. Okay. And this is again weirdly melancholy, right? And most of this album is weirdly melancholy. Everything from King of Lullaby up through Brightly Shines is like this weirdly melancholy tone. So I want to live my life like thunder. Don't want to live my life like numbers. Wondering why tonight, breaking on through to find my light. I want to live my life like thunder. Don't want to live my life like numbers. Wondering why and how I'm gonna fly so high and never hit the ground. And then the verse, again, I don't want to read the whole song, but I feel like this is important. I feel like I'm always tight. My brain is in chains while walking this lane. I can calculate my future. I need to break away. I need to find a different day. Okay. So what he's saying,
Kelly Clarkson again coming through.
I
right?
feel like I'm always tight. I feel like a lot of lovers have told me that.
Yeah, that's some bussy, bro. I fuck so much pussy, I might
Absolutely.
switch to bussy.
So, oh my god. That line, Cal, that line. Oh no.
Oh man.
So, we're bringing it back to the equation
Museum.
that we mentioned earlier in which one was it? Far Away?
Yeah,
The
equations.
And well, so now he was talking about finding the equation in the dream. But now that he's awake, he realizes that what he wants to do actually has nothing to do with the gift that he was given by the King of Lullaby. He's now woken up, and we're not suddenly happy because we received the gift that we asked for. We're suddenly feeling very melancholy because after having received the gift, we realized it wasn't what we needed. And that's what pisses me off about this album. Is that there are arcs, there is a story, and the story isn't good.
Someone explained to him what a concept album was, and he's like, "Oh, okay, I can do that." And then he did this, and it's like,
I get what he means by I want to live life like thunder, is I want to live explosively. I want to live intuitively. I want it to just happen all at once. Boom, right? I don't want to live my life like numbers. And what he means is that he is feeling like everything he's done so far is so calculated, so well thought out.
Dubbing life was calculated.
So well thought out, Calvin, that he is just melancholy at the thought of how much he has been calculating all of these things, that he's been dissociating from the actual
Yeah,
feeling.
hyperlink was a game changer.
Calculated move. Calculated move, damn it. Absolutely calculated. And I just I do quite like this song. It's not a bop.
Life like thunder, it's got a good beat.
Moving. Yeah, it keeps you moving. Don't wanna live my life like thunder.
Do you want to listen to a little bit of it?
Yeah, give it the first bit of the lyric, right?
We're being authentic. Oh, okay.
you know, great disco kind of vibe too.
Anyone else getting oh god, what's the game?
Holy shit, this is it. All right, okay.
Right?
Okay. Jeffy Jade never disappoints, though. I'm sorry.
No.
You sure the person at the other end of your clown feels that way?
And by the way, pause real quick. That breakdown that he just did was exactly one of the breakdowns from Europop.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I would say like this, even that song, like just sampling it there, feels like it pays a lot more homage to like what Europop is than
The album.
Than like
is
the entire
all
album
homage to
Europop.
Europop. Well, and it gets me because they reuse. I know that they're going off of the Moog synthesizer, and that they've got limited things that sound good, right? They curated a collection.
I mean, they
sounds
probably
that
weren't
they
using
like.
the Moog in 2001 at that point, to be honest with you. Like,
I mean, maybe
I don't
not, but
think
we have a
so.
lot of the same sounds, don't we?
Oh, sure,
Right.
but they probably took a lot of like that early. It just sounds very early disco, I guess, is like
Yeah.
for that like
Very much so.
of
Yeah, I
disco.
definitely know what you mean by that. But
Which I think does pay homage to what was part of that early Europe sound.
yes, but I do feel like I'm not saying that they used the same tool, but when they had that tool, they curated the list of things that they wanted to incorporate.
Okay.
Right. So like that particular sting, right? That is from another race. They seem to walk on air, and they act pretty strange. The bit where it's coming down.
It's another
from the
race.
Yeah, and it's bringing it into.
It's another race from outer
It's
space.
It's scrubbed. Like they definitely scratched the vinyl on that one.
Yeah.
But it seems like they sampled it and then they scrubbed it.
And then they put it in that disco beat over it.
Yes, very much so. So that's my opinion on Life Like Thunder. Let's see here. Where are we going next? We are going to Back in Time. Did I listen to Back in Time? I feel like Back in Time might not have been on my...
Skip to the next one you wrote down then. Was it Brightly Shines?
I didn't do Back in Time. That was only on that one.
Did you do Johnny
no.
Gray?
No, it was Johnny Gray. And by the way, worst song on the album.
Not Tommy Day. No.
Johnny Gray.
Johnny Gray. Yes.
Why was it the worst song on the album?
I was just reading the lyrics.
About a dude being confused on the street. My name is Johnny Gray. It's just a name, and I know that for you it's the same. It's just a name. He's referring to their name is just a name, and it doesn't actually have to do with the fucking mind creature inhabiting this corporeal form. The world I know seems not to know me. Here's my number. I need a call. I'm Johnny Gray. Okay? I don't care if you don't know English all that great. That makes no goddamn sense. And that's why I hate it. Here's my number. Call me because I need a call right now because I need help. Don't help me now since you're here and I'm here. Take my number, go over there, and give me a call.
Is this a Game Changers bit?
I feel like it is. I feel like it's a Game Changers bit
right now. What the fuck's going on here? Like...
Austin, your word is Leopleurodon.
I had to go grab my cat. Fuck.
I'm sorry, that was actually wrong. Corey.
Yeah.
Your word is Leopleurodon.
You're the...
So Johnny Gray pissed you off because it doesn't make any goddamn sense.
And then the actual lyric part, because it's one of the shorter lyrical songs that they've got on this album, right?
Yes.
And we've got My Name is Johnny Gray, that bit, right? And then the lyric bit is My name is Johnny Gray, it's just a name, and for you it's the same. The world I know seems not to know me. Here's my number, I need a call. Excuse me, it's Johnny Gray. Not Tommy Day. My name's Johnny Gray.
What?
Which means it's not just a name.
It's not Tommy Day, guys. Calm down with the Tommy Day talk.
I can't remember my phone number. I can't remember my phone number. All the calls I get are mistakes. And I holler and make no noise. As I said before, my name is Johnny Gray.
Is this like a fear of aging song? Like, is he worried he's gonna like get old and like get calls from like scam calls, and he's like on the street not knowing his name?
Cal, can you play a sample? Just click the.
Oh,
yeah, sure.
Oh God.
My name is Johnny Gray. It's just a name, and I know that for you it's the same. The world I know seems not to know me. Here's my number, I need to call. I'm Johnny Gray. My name is Johnny Gray.
It's very mantra-esque, and it's about how he's really confused. I think that when he woke up from his fucking acid trip dream, that he got really confused about who he was. And he remembered his name, but he was having a dissociative episode. Okay? We had morning time. We were looking at, like, man, all of this seems really different. I found my miracle. Then we went into fucking Life Like Thunder, and we realized that it wasn't the miracle that we fucking needed, and now we're having a dissociative episode.
My name is Johnny Gray.
Ooh.
I just, the overall, like, for me, every time I hear Eiffel 65 song, I'm like, all right, yeah, we're chilling. And then Jeffrey J just opens his fucking mouth. And you're like, oh, here we are again.
His name is Johnny Gray, Austin. His name is Johnny Gray.
It's like
he doesn't remember his phone number, but here, have my phone number so that you can leave and give me a call because I need help.
It's like if you did like a really cool, like every Eiffel 65 song is like if you did a really cool scavenger hunt that like was totally cool at the beginning and rocked, and at the end you got a coupon for AM/PM that was $10, and it was only available like alternating Tuesdays and Thursdays from like 10 p.m. to 4:30 a.m. or something like that.
Yeah.
Like you just be like, oh, this started great. Now I'm really sad and disappointed.
This is garbage. So, a bit that I would like to point out on this one. He is named Johnny Gray, which is reminiscent of two separate things. It's reminiscent of fucking John Doe, because maybe he doesn't remember his name, and he's just using a signifier so that people know who he is, which is why he doesn't remember his phone number. And it's also reminiscent of Gray, as in Gray Aliens.
Oh my god! Because he woke up from the butt implant, and he's having this hallucination after the dream.
Yep.
Because aliens.
Well, and his interpretation.
I forgot about the alien part.
Anally probed is that he spoke to the king of fucking lullaby. Okay, and now he's come back and he's trying to interact with people and he's having trouble. He needs help because he feels like an alien. Okay?
Can we move on?
Yes, we can. Yes, we fucking can.
This was all your idea.
my fucking
like an album and a half through Eiffel 65, and the man who had the CD is like, guys, I'm dead inside.
Well, here's the thing. I didn't understand the depth of Jeffy J. Okay? The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Pont, and Maurizio on the background. I didn't understand the connection that they all had to this ether, to this
ether is right,
to this well of a very niche energy. I didn't know, Austin. Brightly Shines, number 13. Mine's worse. Mine's fucking worse. It is me interpreting Italian. I'm not even going for the English. Go listen to it, whatever. I am going to give you my interpretation of reading lyrics and watching music videos of the Italian songs. So,
I still love that I informed you that there was an English version after you had listened to the album twice.
Twice, all the way through.
Beautiful. Brightly Shines. Another one, I liked Brightly Shines, actually. We should listen to a portion of this, but let's see here. You used to hide behind a wall. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Because you like this song, and I've noticed the thing. Like, was it also very forgettable? Like, you liked it, but you just forgot.
You can't remember the lyrics of why you like it.
Yes. The only songs that are, like, you remember the lyrics in this album are the ones that are frustrating and annoying.
Yeah. Yeah.
The rest of it is flow state.
Let's click in the middle of the song and see if you like it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Boom. We picked the wrong screen.
Stan Lee. I didn't realize that they drew on his mustache.
This is more than 30 seconds.
Yep. Of him trying to look cool while someone adjusts his
It's still going.
The slow blink.
I just want the song. I'm sorry I picked the middle.
Behind the wall, the part of you nobody knows. No one ever saw it.
No one ever saw it.
And your flower deep down in the sea.
Ew.
Full of colors deep and deep.
Yeah, also kind of gross, but he's kind of talking about himself, which is more.
Never saw it before. Your shine is leaving.
Jeffrey J to anyone who would listen. No, you gotta get my mustache lady. She's the best in the biz. I swear. She colors it like nobody's business.
Colors, you colored my mustache.
Okay, it's very much what
I like moody Eiffel 65. Okay, I like when they put on a mood. Okay, like we're going with something melancholy.
that was a
and
terrible
melodramatic.
music video.
Yes, that was not a music video, Cal. That was someone getting their mustache painted on.
That was weird.
Imagine getting your mustache painted on to play Blue 6 times.
I bet you he does that. I bet you that was.
No,
what he
they're
was
still
doing
touring
during that
Austin. When
filming.
they come, if they ever come to the U.S., I'm buying us tickets. It's not even a question.
Die.
We're gonna watch, and then when they put "I DJ with Fire," we're gonna lose our absolute fucking mind.
You're gonna buy us
Absolutely.
tickets. Great. Please bring me ketamine, please.
DJ with the fire.
I want as much ketamine as possible.
Yeah, actually, ketamine seems like it
horses
would be that would be the pairing for this. Like, you know, you like
When
might
you
like a
feel
nice Chianti.
when you feel the lights, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
no.
But like
do
you might
that.
like a Merlot or a Chianti or something for a steak, right? No, I want ketamine with Eiffel
For an
65.
Eiffel
That's where I'm
65
at.
concert.
If you do that, I will make you a meme that is a meme that the caption is with the K-hole hits to "I DJ through the fire" or whatever.
I DJ with the fire. No, it'll actually be the song that there's a song I'm going to talk about on my album when the K-hole hits on fucking
K-hole.
Italian song. Brightly Shines sucked. Cool. Losing You. What's
What's the jibber jab?
Yes, losing you. Let's see here.
17?
You don't remember anything about losing you, do you?
I don't think this was on the album that I listened to.
Next,
Okay.
People of Tomorrow, which we talked
I
about.
swear
I'd
that
like
was
to
on
point
my
out that
album.
the first 30 lines are "Can't get over losing you," and "I'm so tired. I just can't get over losing you, and I so can't get over losing you. I just can't get over losing you." Oh no, I did listen to this one. Hold on.
Did somebody get through a divorce?
And I'm so tired. I lost count now of how many letters I've wrote from here, and I lost count now of how many days I've been away from home. So we went away with Far Away, okay, and now we've been away for a long time.
Is he in the asylum?
And I don't care. What I'm missing is you. Okay? And I think he's talking to himself. He's talking about the way that he used to be when he was lucky in his life.
Of course, so smart. I'm not mocking you. I'm just saying I hate how smart you are sometimes. I'm like, God damn it.
Well, I noticed at the very beginning, I was like, this seems like an arc. And I connected the whole thing, and I'm like, I really feel like this shouldn't have been an arc. Why is this an arc?
He's calling from the asylum, Corey.
Oh my god. Actually, from what I remember, Losing You might actually have a pretty fun beat to it.
Okay.
But again, forgettable lyrics.
We'll listen to the beat. For science. Oh.
Again with Moody 65.
I'm blue, dabba dee dabba die. Everybody move. Who is this?
Right?
I don't like this.
I don't like this.
Well, and this is just pitched up, Jeffy J. I'm pretty sure.
And I don't care what I'm missing.
And now we're pitched back down again.
Well, he ruined it.
Yeah, he did.
This is a vocoder Shrek. Get it out of here.
Vocoder Shrek.
All right.
And then we go into People of Tomorrow.
We talked about this in the middle of the night. It was what, like fucking 2 a.m. or something, and we're going through the second album of Eiffel 65, and we listened to People of Tomorrow, and I want because we didn't listen to all of it, and I didn't look into it, so.
So this goes back to what we were talking about before, about how Jeffrey J needs there to be a thing. He needs to make a point. He needs to educate people on the correct way to interpret reality, he wants people to make a good change, okay? Because he just made a bunch of bad ones, and he might as well have gone down a fucking K-hole when he talked to the king of lullaby. Never gonna let that go.
It's a weird thing to connect all this together.
People of Tomorrow, no. CPU generation, you are the nation, you are the future world.
Is this about aliens?
Today, you're walking off to school. No, Cal, this is not about aliens. This is about how children are the future.
We are the world, we are the children?
Well, this feels the most like Europop, to be honest with you. Like the clunky writing, the ham-fisted
World.
Yeah, but that's how I genuinely like Silicon World felt like the whole fucking album to me.
Well, and isn't this ham-fisted? Is this not the very definition of ham-fistedly just talking about...
No, yeah.
It's absolutely. A tried again and again and again subject of, well, the children are tomorrow, don't you know? And it's like, yeah, I know. Thanks, Jeffy J. I feel like you could have given me something that meant a little bit more to you. You know,
I think a lot of these contact songs, though, I think a lot of the contact songs here, like, are, I mean, you could say better, but really they're just more vague. You know what I mean? Like you tried to get specific with a lot of writing.
Like all encompassing?
They are a lot more vague, yes.
Yeah.
Like if you're looking at them as individual pieces, yes. It did and it didn't because they're not memorable.
Sure. They would have never hit blue height if they hadn't tried some shit like this. But it's never going to work again.
They didn't take risks.
It's never going to work again.
Like People of Tomorrow isn't what they were jamming in the club in 2001.
No,
it's not. It's just not going to do that. But what gets me, so today you're walking off to school with your Game Boy, but tomorrow you will lead the way, computer kid, born in the world of PC communications, and the world is what you are and to become. It's about how... Well, so they're describing...
Is this about the computer lab and playing Oregon Trail?
They're describing how the computer nerd children have grown up, again, Jeffy J is a time traveler, have grown up to be fucking random billionaires for no goddamn reason. They're the people of tomorrow, Cal. They're gonna walk on Mars.
Jeffy J is an alien. Jeffy J is an alien.
Jeffy J is an alien. Yep.
Oh my god.
We've cracked it. We've cracked the code.
Holy shit.
This is the most okay boomer song. Just like you just play the lyrics for me. You're like, this is like, okay, great. Yeah. Thanks, boomer.
Okay, we're gonna play a little bit of it though, because the beat do slap. I remember enjoying this.
The beat do slap, boomer.
Oh.
The timpani in the background.
Eiffel 65. You know what you're listening to.
Again, though, the instrumentalization on this one is just uninspired compared to something that you would find in Europop, right?
Yes. Yes, that's a hallmark of Eiffel 65 for me. It's very much in the Eurodance category because of that.
Yeah, and it's a simplification of the concepts that they already didn't really live out to their full extent.
Oh my god, the next two songs look ridiculous.
Yeah, Journey's interesting. Oh, the journey into the people, into their selves, into their truth. Oh. The truth is out there, waiting inside of you. The journey, a journey in you. So he's describing the journey he just went through.
Okay.
But see, here's the thing. What's the truth? Because when you're talking about people are going to find the truth, you have a specific truth in mind. What's the truth? in this album, the context of what's happening here, is the truth that he was lucky? Is the truth that it was an emergency and he needed help?
Oh my god.
And that the help that he got was from the fucking king of lullaby? Fucking alien godhead of dreaming. I'm just saying, it's like he decided that he was done with life the way that it was, which he was very happy about, and decided to pray to Azathoth, the sleeping god, which fucking dreams reality. Oh no. And I'm just, the journey that we're going on here is a very interesting one. But again, it's the journey beyond the limit. Limit in your mind. Changing what you see again and again.
I took 2 limitless pills to limit myself.
I took 2 limitless pills to limit myself.
Sorry.
Well, and there's no verse here.
There's nothing. He's just talking. It's like a Jimmy Buffett song.
Yeah. Well, he has 2 choruses that he's melded together. He goes from first chorus into second chorus, does first chorus 2 times, does second chorus 2 times, does first chorus into second chorus.
Yeah.
There's no lyric, which is an interesting take. And then let's talk about World in the World, which was not on the album, the Americanized album.
Okay.
But I feel like we should just listen to a little bit of World in the World. I feel like it's worth it. And we'll talk about that.
What?
Yeah.
Jet Set Radio! What's up, everybody? We're going in hot today. We're going to try to hit those spots, keep those coppers away from you. DJ out!
And this whole album has been very Jet Set Radio Future.
We have to go into that album, Austin, and his discography.
I love it.
I know. We just need to do it.
It's a variety of artists, but I love that one.
No, the whole, you know, at least the album.
That's why when you say it's like Jet Set Radio Future, I'm like, come on, guys. Like, let's not compare it to Jet Set. Like, Jet Set Radio Future is amazing.
But it was very much...
In a simplistic way, it's something that I would consider background noise. Jet Set Radio Future is wonderful. And the point is that you're supposed to listen to it while you're playing a video game. And it's supposed to blend into the video game, right?
Yeah.
And this is something that fits that vibe without reaching that potential. Right? And it's not, I'm not saying, I could compare any picture to the Mona Lisa by saying that it's a picture. And that's kind of what I'm doing by saying that this is like Jet Set Radio Future.
Also, I did pretty good on the first
performed
album.
well in the same sense, right? What was that, Kel?
I also did a great freestyle, so.
Also true. I will say, this song in particular is very interesting because...
Did you end the album on Journey then?
I did end the album on Journey.
Okay.
Yes.
So, this was an addendum.
So this is... I looked up the other songs that were outside of the American release of the album.
Okay.
Just so that I could, you know, see what I was missing, what kind of things, like where they were in the album, what kind of vibe was fitting. One Goal, no fit. World in the World actually kind of works, but it also contradicts the entire album.
Okay, so that was probably why they didn't finish with it.
Well, when the world will fall apart and it feels like there's no air, there's a place where you can run to see your problems left behind. When your faith seems locked away and the gray is all you see, there's a place waiting for you that nobody can invade. Cal, this song is about running away from reality by having a dissociative episode.
That's just what you gotta do, bro.
Well, and that's what happened in the album. He had a dissociative episode after he had like a psychotic break while he was feeling really good, and then suddenly was feeling really bad, and then communed with an extra-dimensional deity, and then had a psychotic break.
So the aliens probed him.
Yes.
Okay, because this album has nothing to do with that.
Well, and then this last song, World in the World, is about going to your happy place. It's your world in the world.
That sounds like
That's what that is.
That sounds like a trauma patient.
It is. It's very much trauma.
Oh shit!
It's just
I just opened Destiny. Hold up.
Mistakes.
Yeah,
Speaking of trauma.
I just opened Destiny. Give me a second. It's gonna load up on my screen in a second. Hold up.
So yeah, that's my take on Contact. Again, I do feel as though the titular Contact, is with the King of Lullaby.
Damn,
And I feel like that's the turning point for the whole fucking album, where we just went off the rails and into like Lovecraftian eldritch outer gods. And I love it, but I hate it.
I feel like you did
very fucking earworms.
Yeah, you did really good, and on top of that, there was a couple bangers in there.
There was.
I'm gonna have Austin on the screen for Italian because you know a little bit of Italian, and Austin doesn't know dick diddly shit, and I'm really excited about that.
Yep.
That is accurate.
I don't know anything.
Shit.
Actually, I'm sorry. I know that song, Hey Mambo Italiano, but that's the only part I know. I'd like to clarify. Also, I feel like I've made several Italian jokes throughout this. I just want to say that I have nothing but respect for the people of Italy. Please do not contact me.
Same for all of us, I think. I feel like that's something we probably
should.
That's
an overall respect.
Although if you're an Italian baddie and you're down, do slide.
Italian respect.
All right. I wrote down a lot.
Speaking of ham-fisted.
Ew. My hands are perfectly normal size. They're still touring was something I wrote down from that video. We mentioned it earlier. Link in the description. I listened to the Italian version of all of these songs. Like I mentioned earlier, upon finishing all of this and finishing off with the video, linked it down in the description, I was laying in bed and Corey sent me a screenshot of the American version of this album. So I found that the versions that I listened to seem to have more panache, seem to have a little bit more energy than what I was listening to on the American version. I didn't particularly like the American version. Go listen to it if you don't want to listen and you want to kind of understand the messages, because the messages are very simple in all of these. Question mark.
Well, they're talking about eldritch outer space gods, but yes.
Yeah, no, they forewent that.
Decided against that one.
2 years later,
Jeffy J writes particularly complicated messages. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he's like.
I think that when we post this to a Reddit, like for Eiffel 65, and they go over, Jeffy J is like, "Oh, that's crazy. I would have never thought of that."
We're obscuring his message. He's like, "Oh yeah, I guess so." Huh.
He's like, or Corey, you're the only person that just nailed it. You know what I mean? It's just like, this is like nobody else figured it out, and you just nailed it. No, I want to go over the music videos for the first and the second one, because there's the weird alien thing in the first one that they're like in the world, and then there's the people that are watching a television show, video game that they then go into, so that can be another side thing. But talking about Eiffel 65, album by Eiffel 65, Italian version in parentheses. The first song, we're actually going to listen to a little bit and watch the music video because it's really depressing, and I thought it was funny.
Oh,
fair.
We watched this already, but
we're looking at what's this called?
Viaggi insieme a me.
Perfect.
It's just travel with me.
Yes, I believe that is travel.
My Italian.
No, it's follow me. Follow me.
Follow me. Okay.
That's pretty quiet.
So they're a weird part of this music video where they're just kind of existing, watching children. We watch the whole music video. It's really uncomfortable. The gist of it is that child is getting bullied, and then his dad teaches him karate. The song's called "Follow Me."
Was that his dad that teaches him karate?
Was it his dad?
Yeah. Or was it one of the members of Eiffel 65?
It just felt like a random.
I don't think it was that. Well, again with the time travel motif here, because it turns out that the children are Eiffel.
No, that's dad.
I guess it is his dad. Yeah.
It does look like dad. Yeah, you're right.
So, like, shout out to all the dads out there, first of all. But the song's about looking up to folks that helped you, putting faith in the youngins. His kid is being harassed and bullied, teaches him karate in the music video, ? He does. It's an inspiring little thing. I think it's a good intro to what the album is trying to talk about and what the album's trying to say. Because as I go through these, you'll find that they did stick with theming. They're really, really good at sticking with a central theme. So we're gonna move on to that just continues. He what is he? He fucking what is it?
Him and all his bullies become friends.
Yeah, him and all his bullies become friends because
he beats up the bully, and then the bullies are like, "Oh hell yeah!" And then it turns out that they grow up into Eiffel 65.
Yeah, all three of them are Eiffel 65. Anyways,
I don't like that smile.
No, it was a weird. It was a really
did not do well.
really weird music video. Wait, what the fuck? Oh god damn it! Eiffel 65. We gotta do this again. Albums, because I can't type in fucking Italian. Apparently.
I cannot stress how horrible all of our algorithms are going to be after this.
Yeah, no, it's going to be fun.
Very true.
So Quelle. Number 2 is Quelle Cenonhano Eta.
Quelle can non homo eta?
Yeah. The phrase children of eternity is mentioned. It's an ego stroke, and whoever arrives will remember us. This is a song about, like, bro, even
are you saying that it's an ego stroke, or is that the lyric?
No, I wrote sum-ups of everything. I'm not reading the fucking lyrics. Like, I go listen to it. The album is strange. I'm going to play 1 or 2 of the songs you should listen to. I even the American version, the issue that I had with it is it's the same message, and it's I don't like Jeffy J where he was at it 2003, maybe. It was just very much even in Italian and in English, I just didn't really vibe with it. It just existed, you know? Yeah. So yeah, they, and whoever arrives will remember us. They're living in eternity. All right, cool. Like, I guess, but Jack didn't know who Blue Dabba D. What I was like, Eiffel 65, you know, like Blue Dabba D. He goes, I don't know what you're talking about, and my heart sunk. My heart sunk.
I mean, the thing is, a lot of people, like, if you were born and you were 21, there's a chance that, like, Eiffel 65 means nothing to you.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously
they don't even use it in Kia commercials.
Well, I mean, we're coming to grips with the fact that we're old now.
Dude, Eiffel 65 is about to drop an album, all right? That's my fucking prediction, all right?
Hot take.
It's going to be on my birthday. November 15th, 2024. You guys got to just make sure you're checking in with Eiffel 65. My boys Ivy. You know, we got JJ. We got, Big M and
Big Maurizio.
GP in the house always.
Lil Polly. Big M, Lil Polly. We love it.
I'd pull up on that, Polly, sure.
The third one is Una nota e forse da più. This song made me really uncomfortable. We're actually going to look at some lyrics for this one. I have to
the night of forse mai più. I no, nothing on that last bit.
All right, so there it is. Alrighty. So everyone can read with us. It's already late. It's 2. Come on, let's have a coffee. How about we come up to my place tonight and maybe never again? Don't tell me things like I never do that.
Oh, wow.
I certainly won't be the one to change what you want. As you can see, we are here. Who would have thought this night was written for us? One night and maybe never again. but you won't regret it. And show me who you are. We don't do anything wrong. We're the same, you and me. We just have a great desire to dance. And that song made me really uncomfortable. Like super
just an awkward
uncomfortable.
sexual tension.
It
there.
was it was the sexiness we talked about that the Italians have, that panache, but it really slipped into a strange place, and listening to it in Italian was also disconcerting.
I don't think that was a love triangle.
That was no, he did not insert a triangle into the lyrics.
Definitely more of a stalker situation.
Yeah, it was more of a, hey, who's this guy right here? Who's this little piggy?
It's not even
We got
third wheel.
and then we got a little piggy over here.
A chaser car.
So it was I don't know, it's probably super sexy. Great.
Sure.
I don't know. The next one, so there's two songs. There's Tu Credi, and then there's Tu Credi, the full opera.
The genetic opera.
Yeah.
You Tu Credi, is that You Believe?
We're gonna actually translate these songs from now on. Good job, Corey. Hey, Corey gets a point. Corey gets a point. So there's Tu Credi, the opera, and it's 10 minutes long. I thought, all right, well, I'm going to listen. I listened to the whole fucking thing, guys. I was dedicated. All right. And Tu Credi is a 10-minute song about believing in the future, 3 question marks. Like he's talking to a child. Like most of the album, I think this album is like, if aliens from Blue invade our planet and find this album, we will be fine. Like, I think the sum up is that if they listen to this album, they'd be like, okay, Earth is fine. We don't have to worry about them and fly away. That's what Tu Credi was to me. It's just this like really good vibe about like the children in the future. I like that I tied in the first one, but hell, it may still have that alien theme we were talking about through the entire thing. I don't fucking know. Maybe this is the album they made to the aliens overlords they're serving, or, you know, Eiffel 65 got taken over by the aliens and they're just kind of like disinformationing, like, no, aliens are cool, we're fine. Who knows?
Well, at this point, they might even be distancing themselves from the aliens, because I mean, he did have his own breakout album at this point.
Yeah, right. That was something interesting, which we can discuss at the end. There was Voglia did Dance All Night, and
I'm gonna say Dance All Night. We're gonna go with Dance All Night. That's my translation.
Voice
so
of
you
Dance
got
All Night?
Yeah, we're not going to check it, Austin. So I timestamped this because there was a part that made me upset. So the entire song is in, or is it shit actually? We'll go like, I don't know.
Laughing at me, I don't like that.
And this pissed me off. That's about to happen. Also, that picture, electricity.
Yeah, Maurizio is a firebender. We like that guy.
Yep.
He's the avatar.
He's the avatar.
Last night a DJ saved my life.
You do got the Zuko brows.
Staying alive.
What? What?
That's the way, I like it.
No.
Okay, so
No.
like, here's my thing. It's like this in the last album where like the beats are starting to pay a lot more attention to disco. It's like, maybe you could have made these nice nods to Europop, you know, after you made the fucking, or before you made the fucking Europop album. Like, what happened there? Like, why are all the nice Europop references and all the like disco pop references after you made an album called fucking Europop? It's like you realized how much of a mistake you made, and you're like, no, wait, no, I had respect for the genre the whole time.
I'm slow.
Okay, that doesn't make any
My
sense.
lens. Okay.
Okay, so the next song is called it's the sixth song.
My glasses. I can't see a thing without my glasses.
La Mia Lente, which is it says in translation my lens, which I assume means my view.
Yeah, which would make sense. Yeah.
Divorce is okay. We can do this together. Forget your ex or your dad.
What?
So it's either about like parental abandonment or alimony. Could be either.
So
Also,
we'll read a
abusive
couple of the lyrics
relationships?
because it's a really there's not many lyrics here. For those who are lonely, sometimes a friend, like a band-aid on a wound for those who will never get up again. Because pain crushes pain, brings you down. And for those who believe that no, you can't bear to live together, and he doesn't want to try anymore. And that's why, even if I don't have the ending, however, we will write our book. Because you are my lens with which I look into the future to understand where I would go. And because you are the subject on which the book I would write, or rather, you and I will write. For those who have forgotten that, yes, he believed it. However, deep down, he still believes in it a little. For those who will no longer be discovered, because pain crushes pain, brings you down, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if it's talking about his dad, or her fucking boyfriend, or husband, or whatever the hell. But
Yep.
that was what I got from the translation. Maybe I'm missing something. I listened to all of these songs. I didn't just go through and read lyrics.
No.
I listened to all of them twice. It was a lot. Because I don't speak Italian.
Eiffel 65 too is one of those bands that you can like listen to the song and then be like, yeah, I didn't catch
Wait,
any
what
of that.
happened?
Honestly,
Word.
most of his best songs, I don't understand what he's saying.
Deep down.
When he's really hit.
Yep.
Yep. Deep down.
Okay,
deep
so
down,
number 7 was different. Number 7 hit different. Now, I will preface that it is a banger, and I'm not sure if it's a copy or a cover. Because I looked it up and there was a different song that had the same thing, and I just assume it's a popular thing. We're gonna translate that. What is that spelled?
Non è per sempre.
Non è per sempre. It's not forever. All right, whatever. The lyrics.
Wait, that contradicts the first album. Now is forever.
Now is forever, yeah.
What 5 years will do to a motherfucker.
Well, no, Corey, because it's not now.
Oh, you're right. It was now. Now it's
Jesus
then?
Christ.
Because it was always a dream.
That's what you get on calling on eldritch elder gods. Like,
so we're gonna actually listen to this because I actually listened to this I think I listened to this song like 6 or 7 times. Like it's just a banger.
I'm here for it. Yeah,
it's an overwhelming banger.
I do coke off that table.
Did we figure out where this picture was taken, Kel?
No.
I'm guessing Monaco. It's still my bad. Because you hope it's not Dubai, right?
Oh my god.
Okay, come on, pick it up. Come on.
I'm still thinking Malibu.
No, it's probably somewhere in Italy. It's probably like Cyprus or something.
Probably.
Cyprus.
Ooh.
Absolute fucking banger. Unequivocal goddamn
that might be my
fucking
favorite
banger.
I like that a lot. Like,
I put it on in the car when I'm having a good day, fucking top down, fucking windows down, driving down the fucking what was that for? What was this the one we were at Pacific Coast Highway, PCH.
Neo.
If you put that over where in the Zoolander, in Zoolander when they play Wham, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like if you put that song over that, it would fit pretty well.
100%.
It's that kind of vibe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Me and the dumb homies hanging out. Yeah.
I think also like I was saying, driving down the PCH with the boys in the fucking Benz. in the fucking Benz with the little fucking Digimon at the front, like smoking joints.
Absolutely.
And that's a song for, as much as it's a 2003 anthem, that would have been a 2010 anthem for Ohana, no question.
It's good.
No
Yeah.
question.
I could see this being an El Tigre banner. Yeah.
It was an El Tigre fucking banging out the Benz truck, bro. Sums up, oh, right. Okay. You told me your thesis yesterday, and then once I was listening to this song, I'm like, the notes I had are sums up Austin's thesis. They reached too far with this one. So we're gonna read a couple of the lyrics. Oh, they have the lyric button right there. Thanks. Okay. Like a rolling stone, we will simply live, always looking for ethics. May he make me live in freedom. Like a rolling stone, I will live eternally, composing music, which doesn't always follow the key.
Okay.
Sometimes I feel like a superstar, sometimes not. Sometimes
So,
I ran
he's
to
just
win,
pretentious, man.
sometimes I've lost. But there's an instinct inside me which I will follow. But it doesn't matter what time it is. A life can change.
So my question is, who's he? Is he like?
So I think
God?
Jeffrey J got his fucking, got his DNA test, and he's 100% Himalayan. Shout out Dracula
He's
Flow.
him.
He's him. Shout out Dracula Flow. I just found it in Italian it was douchey, and in English it was douchey.
It's worse.
And I was like, you know what he was doing though? He was still making music. They got back together, like the guy said, the video 2012. They got back together. So that's pretty cool. And they're still touring. Like right now, we can actually check that. We'll do that all together. Eiffel 65 tour. There we go.
Click on that hyperlink.
.com. Yeah,
I clicked on the hyperlink, boys. Okay, so we have to go to either Italy or Lithuania, but we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Also, the fact that these exist means that they'll just keep doing things. Maybe it's only
you
a
guys
couple.
Want to go to Lithuania in December?
Holy shit!
I'm kind of down with that.
That actually sounds amazing. Can we figure that out?
It does. Sounds like a great vacation.
We'll look at Okay.
Is Horse going to drive us?
Holy shit! Lithuania.
That's Horse.
Can you imagine going to Lithuania to see Eiffel 65?
So hold on. Do they have a set list? I want to know what they're playing.
No, they don't have a set list.
No, they're not going to tell you. You just go up. Imagine if you go to Eiffel 65 and they don't play Blue. Could you imagine how just
I would lose my play Blue? No, the Blue's got to be their encore. Blue's got to be the encore.
You think he goes out and he hits play and just walks off the stage? Like, how do you think he feels about it?
There's like a Steven Seagal movie. He's sitting there like singing the lyrics from a chair.
Oh God, like William Shatner singing last night.
Rocket
Man, yes.
Yeah, Rocket Man by Elton John.
So the next song is Figlia di Pitagora.
Brothers of
Children.
Philia. Oh, children.
Oh my God! Right, this fucking song. All right, so we'll read a couple of the lyrics, but these are my.
Didn't want to live like numbers.
Nope.
Hold on.
Shut up. Italian Pride. Three question marks. Just Italian Pride? Question mark. In memory of a little Tony who sings in the music video? Question mark. Is a Gabriele Ponte production. So we'll read.
You guys focus it on Gabriele. You guys are Gabriele heads over here.
It said a lot of Gabriele Ponte mix, Gabriele Ponte fucking
I did
thing.
See that.
Like,
yeah. Feels like he has licensing rights or something.
Yeah.
Well, because he went to his own solo project where he was just DJing.
Yep.
Depeche Mode?
So work with me. We are the children of Pythagoras and Cassaday, of Machiavelli and Toto. I assume a different Toto. Raised with Catholic morals and Depeche Mode. That's why it's funny that you mentioned Depeche Mode earlier.
That's so funny. And Corey caught on with the Christian Catholic thing.
Yep.
It really is true. It's like
we are the children of Pythagoras and Trinity by Michelangelo and Dario Fo, raised with Catholic morals and Depeche Mode. Everywhere, we've been everywhere. We've broken barricades thanks to the fathers we've had. who knows how many men will along our way. We're living every day. What? We'll go along our way. We're living every day. Never forget where we're from. We're children of Pythagoras and Cassidy. I'm going to listen to a little bit of this because I remember it being relatively good. I did listen to it an extra time or two. Listen. Oh, yeah, the music video was fucking nuts. That was why I remember.
Tony.
Oh.
So I think this is Little Tony.
Okay.
Or it's because I feel like Little Tony. Not that one. Little Tony. Right. Sorry.
Little.
Lil.
So he was a.
Oh, the hair. He's got a pompadour.
Samarinese. I don't know what that stands for. Singer and actor who achieved success in Britain in the late 1950s and early 1960s as a lead singer of Little Tony and his brothers, returning to Italy where he continued his successful career. So he died in 2013, and this music video was in 2006.
Okay.
No, this would have been.
Oh, dude,
that's when the video was posted.
Look at there, just in memoriam Tony, Ciao Tony. Yeah.
In memory of my dear friend. So they might have filmed this right before he died. Wow, that's harrowing.
That is harrowing. Jesus.
Maybe. I don't know.
2013, Austin.
Yeah. No, but when did he? Yeah, it doesn't matter.
He died in 2013, and the music video was in 2011.
Huh? Okay.
Anyways.
Machiavelli e di Totò cresciuti con una morale cattolica e con il rock and roll. Siamo figli di Pitagora e di Trinità, di Michelangelo e Dario Fo, cresciuti con una morale cattolica e con il rock and roll. E con il rock and roll. E con il rock and roll.
Okay.
Con il rock and roll.
Oh no, the
it's
twinkle.
GP. Don't worry.
Well, and again with the call-outs back to randomly. But the call-outs back to older albums. The lead-in to Why is he listening from the other room?
L'Italia in vendita, patria di Bosse Atelier, eroi che fanno gol.
I think he comes up and sings.
That would make sense. I'd like to point out that thus far we've really avoided the trope of hot girls dancing on stage in front of the set.
Of course, it's 2000. What was it, 2003 or something?
Yeah, but like here's where we make
can
the
tell
transition.
from all the clothes.
Oh my god.
Austin.
I think that was a skirt with 2 chain link belts, maybe
Yes.
3.
It was.
Yes. She was doing great. So that was a banger. Apparently it's about Italian pride and all this shit. I don't know.
I would say so. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
But
I have a
once again,
question.
nothing against Italians. This is an American person.
We love the country, and we love Italy.
Appreciate
Just
my
as
ignorance
symbol.
as they.
Well, speaking of my ignorance, I thought Pythagoras was Greek.
We're not taking questions at this time.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Yeah.
Corey,
I think after looking at that view count, I'm a little scared now.
Corey,
Oh my God.
Corey, can you get me a beer before I get you back on camera in a little bit?
Yes, I can.
And a shot. Sopra un palco. All right. This is about life on the road. See Cruella human music video. It's the same conversation. Have you seen the Cruella music video, Austin?
Mm-hmm.
The human, so. I am only human. It's talking about like it's a little like it's a music video that just is like a documentation of a bunch of things they recorded on the road. Yeah, so it's the same conversation. We can read a couple of the lyrics. The song was not phenomenal. I feel like the beats really didn't stick out to me in this. Like there's there was one song that I did like. I think it's the last one. But anyways, so we're looking at Sapre un Palco, which we got to look up. Yeah, Sapre un Palco. No, a stage. So yeah, life on the road, I guess. Coincidentally, it's Friday, and that's the reason we're here. We're the ones at the concert downtown. Can you tell me where we're going on stage? Live on stage posters. It's got late for the 6 o'clock rehearsal. Please a photograph, but imagine what he wants it to be, and then straight to the hotel, ready at 8 down the hall. Come on, brother, rest a bit, but another show awaits us tonight. It's time we go. We're late, but you know what's new. 2 more minutes, and then we will be able to give our best on stage for the whole world. So it's really, I guess, just looking at that, like, young artist green room experience and kind of looking back at it, like, you got your hand on your buddy's arm, you know what I mean? And you're just reminiscing. Like, you know, like on your, like, 23rd birthday or something, when I stole that sign from that, parking garage we were drinking in.
Still have that sign?
Yeah.
I do. No, it was your 25th birthday. It was the one that I hung out with you and Danny at your old place.
Yeah.
Your old apartment.
It was the psychology office?
Yeah, the psychology office or whatever. I just ripped the sign
I
off.
don't remember that at all.
All right, well, cool. Anyways.
No, I was just drunk, man.
Confessing to crimes.
Yeah, this song is about living on the road. Nothing really deep. I don't remember if I like this song. Did I like this song?
We would have been up here, wouldn't we?
Yes, no,
25?
it was 25.
Okay.
So maybe 25, 26. It was at your old apartment in Bellingham.
Bellevue.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Bellevue Cam.
Bellevue psychologist on watch. In the comment section.
Yeah, God, I hope we're
asking you for $50.
I would love to get in trouble for that. This one's called Ogie. I don't know what it translates to.
Yeah, I would love to know.
Today. Okay, that explains a lot of this song. We're gonna look at the lyrics and listen to a little bit of it actually, because I believe I did actually like this song. There we go. Thank you.
That is. There we go.
Yeah, shut up. It is a good morning, even if it's not. Maybe it's time that's there, or that jackhammer of the nearby disliked. Okay,
what?
This bad translation. At an unlikely time, today I am intractable. They actually said intractable, which I don't know what that means, but I guess invincible.
No, intractable is like unavoidable. You can't let it lie,
okay.
Right?
Today I am intractable. It never happens to you. Wanting to be your own business? Good breakfast. It made this day better. Now it's definitely better. Now I'm awake.
Mad?
And you can reason. Even if that doesn't know how to drive. There was a sun and now it rains. I wish I could be somewhere else, but today I am happy with me. We'll listen to
I
a
wish
little
I
bit
could be
of it.
somewhere else, but I am just sitting in a Denny's at 5:30 in the morning, coming down from my Adderall trip.
Yes.
Deal.
Ooh, maybe LSD, not Adderall. Just off the beginning here.
I'll still take the ads.
Same.
When you hit the off-market cart and Ogie hits.
Oh, they can still make spice into concentrate? That's not right. They shouldn't be able to do that.
Of course. Oh, no.
You didn't see it coming, did you? You didn't see the Rasta coming at ya.
Rasta or stop?
It's Rasta.
If I hear a fucking saxophone, I'm gonna call you out.
Didn't see that shit coming, did you?
No. No, I did not.
I think that drop took 2 years off my life.
Yep.
We got 3 more songs. One of them is not on this album, and I'll have to look that up independently, because go fuck yourself, because that was one of my favorites.
Your favorite was the single that wasn't on the album.
Yeah, weird. Cosa Restera. Let's see. What's the Cosa
House of. Oh no. Okay.
What will reset in a song?
Cosa Resetera.
Cosa Restera. It's just Restera. Whatever. Cosa Restera in a song, question or parentheses next to the Italian Cosa Restera, so I don't know. Another Gabri Ponte edit. I went hard in on him. Memory is powerful, 3 question marks. Life stays the same. I'll actually listen to a little bit, then read the lyrics, because I think I like this song. I don't remember. Oh yeah.
Now is forever.
You know, the pottery class is really mad. They had one of their wheels moved that day. They were not happy that the guys from Eiffel 65 came in to...
Look at how cool these guys are.
Interesting to completely reuse the fucking chorus from a song from the original album. Okay. Oh, silly face.
I didn't watch the music video. I just listened to the song, so I like this. Bet you didn't expect English in the Italian version.
Capturing emotions in a song. What emotion is this?
It's us, Austin.
He just got headbutted by Kermit the Frog. Will never come. The things that you are. Na 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 na.
You're going into Helsing. So in a song, a song in a song, a song as in a song, in a song, a song, forever in a song in a song, song as in a song, song in a song forever on. Blue water, oh clear dawn, in the blue painted blue, what will remain? A center of gravity, blue water, oh clear dawn, what will remain of a promised land? An indifferent center of gravity. Title of the song that fly. Among the trap of time, capturing emotions in a song, on and on forever. Like I referenced.
So this is reminiscing back to Now Is Forever.
It's also reminiscing back to the Una Nota Force. No, that was the rapey one. The fucking...
You guys giving Jeffy J too much credit. He's somewhere like, write that down. Yep, that's I always meant. I'm always always been connected in the pieces right here. Boom, 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 boom.
Well, that goes back to Quelly Chinon, because Quelly Chinon was talking about and whoever arrives will remember us. This is so much more about, like, we left our mark, we fucked bitches, got money, and got out.
Well, and literally the first part is saying, I am re-singing the melody from a song that we did before, song within a song, song within a song, song within a song. So instead of singing Now Is Forever, he's saying the emotions that we sang originally in that song are locked into that song forever.
Yeah.
That is a snapshot in time of the way that we felt.
The finishing thought, okay. Good job. That was kind of my take on that. All right, so this one is more your clown.
You're fine.
It is my room.
It is my room.
I don't.
No.
I don't think we need to listen to it.
I don't like where that's going.
Yeah. Where is?
No, è la mia stanza.
Okay. And now I'm just going to detach everything. I'll just stay. And this melody, Tonight Is Mine. I don't want company. There's a flood out there that floods the city.
Oh.
The city's eating itself. It's better not to go out. Outside I could get wet. I can rain forever. A world in this room, walls of fantasy. Just me and my room and this melody. I think back to what I did. A smile and a regret. Chaos in my mind. All this along with nothing, an oasis at last. But the evening will come back, the darkness will illuminate. Me and my thoughts, together with all the wishes, rights and duties. World is my room, walls of fantasy, just me and my room and this melody. I thought it was depressing. Maybe it's kind of like a solace thing, or maybe it's part of the process. Maybe it's someone screaming out for love and hope. Like he feels like he's just stuck in his room. He's got to keep writing during that time. Like a Kesha situation. You know what I mean? Because they were.
Okay. Okay. We'll give you the pass, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like he's kind of saying that it's better for now. Because it can't keep raining forever. Because there's a flood outside.
We don't
know. It's getting here for now.
I feel like I like the songs are better when I don't read too much into what Jeffy J is saying. But
you don't translate them into English?
No, I don't. I think if he did a bunch of Italian bops, like I commend you for translating them to English, but I'm sure it would have been a lot easier to been like, I had no clue what this said, but it was good.
Oh, you had 80s stars on this album? I'm glad that I didn't do it for my album.
You had 80s.
It was also on my album as an off version. Yes.
So we're just gonna watch the video. It's really weird.
I really don't like the thumbnail for the video.
I don't like the music video.
Really weird,
you know how like when someone shows a photo and people are like, I don't like this, and they're like, oh, you have blankophobia. I have whatever that shit is, a phobia.
Vatophobia. That was just boobs.
I want to start off with I did watch this music video.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're from 1998.
Yep.
Even if he was doing Bliss stuff before, he wasn't doing it in 1998. He's putting Blue Dab D into the 80s stars.
Yes.
People who are the foundation of most of the electronic music. Okay.
Yep. My orb. I've got to go get that.
All the music around me don't touch me no more. I can't feel the vibe. 2,000 new songs and they sound all the same. I need something more.
How fucking dare you? How motherfucking dare you?
Yeah. As someone who listened to way too much Eiffel 65, how dare the motherfucker come out and say that my songs don't feel anything because they all sound the same? We know. We know.
You need something
more. No, Austin, it's worse. He's commenting on how music now.
How other people's music.
Other people's music. He's not even talking about his own music. Austin, he is commenting on how everything else. Yeah, oh man, you were giving him credit.
I feel like facepalm is the appropriate reaction. Yes.
You know, there's been times tonight where I feel like I had like a moment where it's been like, you know what, maybe I'm wrong. You know, Jeffy J's trying. He's putting art out. Like, you know, art is for art's sake, and then shit like this. Like,
Yeah,
just
but then we see this screenshot
it's just
right here
like his
and that lyric.
music, where you give him credit for like the first minute of the song, and then he comes along and just shits on your day.
But I heard the radio playing that song. I'm wondering why. I wonder what happened to them all.
Oh, their spheres combined.
Cerco un centro di gravità permanente che non mi faccia
Who's the feature here?
I don't fucking know, Corey.
sulle cose, sulla gente.
Italian Kenny G.
Bisogno di cerco un centro di gravità
So what are they made of?
che non mi faccia
Yes.
mai cambiare
I hate it.
idea sulle cose, sulla gente. Avrei bisogno di
The Shining Hotel? Wait, hold on.
There was a line. I can feel the magic of those melodies. It's been like a dream. A century is gone, and its music is too. Those old friendly songs, something I've been missing for so long. I'm wondering why. What happened to them all? I'm looking for a permanent certificate. Maybe never change the mind about things, about people.
You think when he made that music video, he's like, man, what if it like was Take On Me but 3D? Like, you know what I mean? And he just failed horribly. Like,
Oh no.
So, that is Eiffel 65, the albums, but we have prepared a special gift for anyone who stuck around this long. We have prepared something truly horrendous. I would be the first to say that this was a project that I spearheaded. I got positive reaction from both Corey and Austin. They've been chilling. They've been killing it. We're all doing great today. But we're going to actually switch it up a little bit, because right now it's been Calvin on the left side and it's been Austin or Corey on the right.
Oh.
But we're going to give a little like spotlight to each person, because we have gone into the Gemini Google AI and written a prompt in an Eiffel, or in the style of an Eiffel 65 song. We decided that our prompts would be like disasters.
Mm-hmm.
We did forego the obvious one. We're not going to say it, but we did forego one that Austin did write, and it was amazing, but we cannot read that. It is.
Yeah.
It's too soon.
But trust me, we did do it.
We did do it.
We did do that.
You did do it.
Yeah,
So-
23 years later, it's still too soon, bro.
And if you'd like to email me a bit,
Yeah, if you want to email dinneratmezrec@gmail.com and request the September
Original
11th
lyrics.
original
Yeah.
lyrics in an Eiffel 65 style, we will send them to you. They're bad. But we have all three picked a disaster, and we're going to start with Corey. We're going to do just Corey's face.
can we do a guess that disaster? Is that going to be what we're...
No, it'll say it pretty abruptly. The chat GPT is not that smart.
It's not subtle.
All right, so Corey,
It's clunky and ham-fisted, which is why it works so well
Which is
to put
why
the
it
Jeffy
works
J
so
lyrics. It really does. Like,
so Corey, you're first on your Gemini.
Yeah, we got you. So I feel like it kind of gave up a little bit because you'll just see.
But Corey, remember,
listen.
remember, you have to say it in the voice.
Oh, don't worry. I'm one step ahead of you. I'm
Okay.
gonna sing the whole damn thing. Yo, listen up. Here's the story about a ship. Oh, the glory. XFLT's big and bold, carrying oil. A tale untold.
Oh my gosh.
Dabba dee dabba da. Sailing free, then came the woe. Hit a reef, a big mistake.
Holy fucking
Oil spill
shit.
disaster, for goodness sake.
Holy fucking shit.
Really reached into the blue toolkit there.
Captain tired at the wheel, he nods. Close off track, ignoring the guy. Radar flips, a warning sign. But sleep took over, a drowsy crime. Da-ba-dee-da-ba-da. Sailing free, then came the woe. Hit a reef, big mistake. Oil spill disaster, for goodness sake. Synth bridge, faster tempo is the note here.
Oh my god.
Black goose spread in a sticky mess. Birds and otters in great distress.
No.
Beaches coated, a sorrowful sight. Environmental damage, taking a flight. I'm blue, da-ba-dee-da-ba-die, da-ba-dee-da-ba-die. Sailing free, then came the woe. Hit a reef, big mistake. Oh, spill disaster, for goodness sake. Cleanup efforts, a massive scene. Millions spent, but the damage keen. Lessons learned, the hard way we see. Respect the ocean, keep it wild and free. The blue, da-ba-dee-da-ba-die. Sailing free, then came the woe. Hit a reef, big mistake. Oh, spill disaster, for goodness sake.
My fucking god.
Outro, synths fade. Da-ba-dee-da-ba-da. Remember Valdez, don't let it stray. Protect our waters for every day.
Oh, dear Lord.
So that's a thing.
So Austin, you're up.
That's great. I'm so glad I'm up right now.
It's your turn, sir.
Okay. Well, it starts with intro, energetic keyboard riff with robotic voice, which,
Beautiful.
fair, if we're honest. So, launch countdown on a mission so bold. Challenge. Challenger Rising. The story until why did I choose this? Why did I choose this?
No. Those poor astronauts and that teacher.
Fire and smoke in a blink of an eye.
Did it also riff on Blue Dubba Dee Dubba Die?
There's something about his voice that makes you want to. I could be like, Challenger, oh Challenger, soaring so high, free streak across the blue sky.
No.
7 Australian days. I can't do this. I can't do this.
Do it, finish it.
No.
The future looks so bright, vanish through the tears. Oh Jesus. Oh, it's so bad.
Keep going.
No. Oh God. I can't do it with the voice. It's
Do it
so
with
bad.
the voice. Do it with the
There's no
voice.
Oh no.
Teacher in space, a moment.
Oh no.
Holy fucking shit. This was your idea.
I know it was. I didn't read the full thing before I read it right now, though. That was the mistake. Inspiring the young to set life aflame. Why did it do that? Why did it do that? Oh, but the boosters roll. The boosters failed. A terrible roar. The shuttle exploded. What could we ask for?
What can we ask for?
What does that mean?
God.
I don't
And then
know.
it's the chorus again. I just, all right. I'll cut the bridge right now. I'll do it. Don't lose sight of the dreams they held tight, pushing the boundaries, reaching for the light. Why is he like a nerd in my impression? Like what? He's like an '80s nerd. It's beside the point. We learn from mistakes and rise from the fall. Challenger spirit will inspire us all.
Jesus
Oh.
fucking
It'll
Christ.
inspire us all, you say.
Jesus fucking.
I really can't get over the inspiring the young to set life aflame. What in the Chat GPT did the fuck? They were not even using Chat GPT, using Gemini, Google, which we're officially sponsored by at this point, I think. So.
All right.
Yep, that seems accurate.
I.
Oh no.
Yeah, you chose the safe one. Yeah, you chose one you're not going to get emailed about.
No one's going to care about this one. Intro, upbeat Europop. Whoa, everybody in place, listen up. Got a story to tell you, gotta pump it up. Hindenburg, oh Hindenburg, silver in the sky, luxury airship, oh so very high. 1937, Jersey bound, passengers on board, exited faces, dreams to be explored. Across the ocean, a brand new way to fly. Hindenburg, Hindenburg, reaching for the sky. Zeppelin fever, oh, it filled the air. Shiny metal giant, a sight beyond compare. But something's wrong, a flicker in the night. Hindenburg, Hindenburg, oh, what a frightful sight. Hydrogen balloon, a flammable embrace. Landing gear descends, a look of worried face. Sparks ignite, a fiery cascade. Hindenburg, Hindenburg, in flames it is displayed. Zeppelin fever turns to icy fear. Metal giant crashes, a scream we all can hear. Hope turns to ash, a tragedy unfolds. Hindenburg, Hindenburg, a story yet untold. Flames lick the sky, a silhouette of despair. Passengers screaming, filling the night air. Dreams turn to dust, a lesson learned in pain. Hindenburg, Hindenburg, a memory will remain. Zeppelin fever, gone in fiery flash. Metal giant crashes, leaving just a gash. Innovations cost a price we all must pay. Hindenburg, Hindenburg, a reminder of that day. Woo-hoo, a story to remember, a lesson to hold dear. Safety first, always, that what makes it clear. Hindenburg, Hindenburg, forever in our sight. A reminder of the past, a beacon of burning light.
A beacon of burning light. Oh, no. That's all the worse because I'm looking at Hindenburg, oh Hindenburg, and my brain is just giving me dragon tales, dragon tales.
You know, it's funny that you mentioned like the early cartoons because I felt like mine was my impression of Jeffrey J was giving like 80s nerd. Your impression of Jeffrey J. Calvin was giving me like Arnold for the Magic School Bus.
Yes.
Yes. Oh my god.
All right. We're gonna finish up, Austin. What are your thoughts on Eiffel 65? And then I'll switch to Corey, and then we'll.
For me and through me.
First thing I'll say is this has been a lot of fun. I had a good time tonight.
Very much.
And this project is quite enjoyable. The second thing I want to say is I never want to hear another fucking Eiffel 65 song.
Never.
In my entire life, not once. If Blue plays, I will throw the radio out the window. I think at this point. So, I appreciate the time that we spent with Jeffrey J. I want it to be like a one night stand energy between us, though, where we just awkwardly talk around it at this point. So that's my thoughts. Thank you so much. Man can write a hook. Man can write a hook. Yeah.
All right, and Corey, finishing thoughts.
I'm listening to DJ with the Fire on repeat. That's where I'm at. Like, you can ignore the rest of the shit if you want.
Will we play DJ with the Fire at the wedding?
I might throw it on there somewhere. We'll see.
You don't need to dance to it, but
I will take my shirt off and do the worm.
I'll twerk.
Why Calvin twerks over me? I'm like under his legs.
If I tell Ash about this conversation, she might want me to throw it on there just for like, look, we have entertainment for everyone. Yeah.
You have a bad back.
I want to horrify the Mormons.
Yep.
We're gonna cry the whole way through.
I want to horrify the Mormons,
We're
Corey.
just sobbing from pain.
Oh no.
Corey.
I don't know what about this night says horrify the Mormons more than fucking XFLTs.
Oh yeah, that was powerful. Austin's was better, but the Exxon Valdez was pretty bad.
Oh no, a wave of black. Oh god.
That is that's going to be Eiffel 65, everyone. If for some reason you want us to cover another band, email dinner@mezrecs@gmail.com, DINNER
I think Piece of Media too would
at
be open to
MEZRECS
I'd be here for
at
that.
gmail.com.
Yeah. Awesome.
Check out my podcasts. I've got Dinner at Mezrec and Can I Harass You, both on YouTube and slowly getting onto Spotify because I missed count.
Do people still do this in YouTube videos where they point to the, and you can check me out here, down here.
Yeah, you got the lyrics in the doobly doo. Yeah.
I mean, probably like you can do here and then there and then like.
My dad taught me karate, and now my boys are gonna be my friends.
Eiffel 65, everyone wave, bye! Yay!